Welcome, everyone, to the Tobin Templeman After Party. And, of course, we have here with us tonight, of course, so far, the guest of honor, Tobin Templeman, is here with us. My fabulous producer, Mr. Mikey Famine, the God, is here with us. We have, remember, Sammy Jenkins, who also decided to jump in here with us tonight. And the last guest I had, Mr. Grant Farmer, is also with us as well, which is good because the after party for Grant got blocked by fucking YouTube, so I have to go and fix that problem. We got to take out that gorilla footage, apparently, and I'll do that at some point and have it back out there because that was a fun one, too. So, but this one should be fun as well. And remember, guys, if you guys want to jump in here with us, just say something in the chat, direct it at me or Mikey, and then we'll get you in here. There are more folks coming in. Eventually, they've all got the links, like Dave there. Oh, Dave had to run down to the stores. Oh, that's right. Dave's in the process of moving. He's actually moving closer to where I am. So
the closer I get to you.
Great. Greyheart Labs wants to know it was a clip from a BBC show about gorillas, and it showed this big ass fucking silverback keeping the cars from going across the street, so his family could go across the street. And literally 10 minutes after we aired, the video was blocked by YouTube, and I got an email. And then I got another email for the same video for another claim, not a claim, but not a strike, but a claim about the gorilla one was a strike, and it was an insta block. But basically, there was another song that was in the background of something that was shown, which was Careless Whispers. So there was a notice about that one as well. So we'll have to edit that shit out, I guess, or credit. I don't know if we can just credit these folks, or I don't know. But
anyway. It gets weird when you're live streaming. Some people can clearly just get away with shit, and then I just know that I can't do that. Like you know what I mean? It's just like, no, it's okay if you put this kind of fork in the socket, nothing bad will happen. I'm like, nah.
Well, if it's plastic, you'll be fine.
Nah. No, there was too much humidity in the air, and it used that as a bridge for the arc.
Conductor.
Yeah, just for some reason that day, it was an especially moist fork.
Moist. People hate that word. I don't know why, but they do.
Moist. Yeah. No way. I just can't do it. Not
gorillas are assholes and should just remain quiet.
Oh.
Oh. There's some dog shit going on outside here.
See?
You hear that?
Riling them up.
They probably, you know what? It's probably Zero's barks, and then they just now got to you way over in BC.
Moist. It's a band here in Vancouver named Moist, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They had a huge hit too. Well, up here in Canada, anyways.
It's got such a bad rep. I mean, it rolls off the tongue nice and, moist.
It rolls off the tongue, he says. Yeah. Well, we're already starting to go down that lane.
I mean, how else are you supposed to eat a brownie?
Wait, whoa, pal.
Brownies.
You got a point right there. Yeah.
Or cakes, desserts.
Oh,
Who
that
wants
kind of
to
brownie.
eat a dry brownie? Oh.
Yikes, Neil. Oh. What did you think I was actually trying to say?
I don't know, but I suddenly have a craving for Girl Guide cookies.
Oh, dude, I have munchies like a motherfucker.
Did you do the gummy bear thing?
Yeah, I've been microdosing. Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you for fucking giving me tahini.
My supplier, we'll call him, had a bunch of 100 milligram gummy worms, and I did an entire gummy worm on one of my shows, on one of the after parties, and I tell you, by the end of it, I was literally looking like this.
Yes. That was one of the longer ones.
Yeah. But yes, he's all out of those ones. I'm like, good, because those ones hate me.
All right, Neil, here you go.
Oh, why don't we use Discord? I just Discord. I don't know. Can I air through Discord? Can we do that?
Probably.
Neil's, well, yeah, I guess you can, because lots of people do shit through Discord. It is a fun place to be. You can jump in there and become a member if you want. I pop in from time to time, but I'm not a huge Discord user. But everyone told me I should have something in there. So
that's IQ's domain.
Yeah, IQ pretty much runs that thing for me. He updates all the shows and stuff like that. So, and I've had to have some people maneuver it around, like one gal from Texas or whatever. She had to bump to a later date because she didn't realize that the day she booked with me was also her niece. She said her niece's graduation. So
they graduate every 4 years.
All right. So yeah. So I bumped her up to the end of May. So yeah. Which means that day is open too. But I think I just filled that with somebody who's also in the UK that wanted to come on. Where was it? Yeah, that's right. Somebody new person that follows me, and Rat Alley 8 is their name on Twitter, at DJ Rat Rally 8 or Rat Alley, sorry. And they'll be taking the place there, which is a Saturday, May 8th. Oh, and it'll be, I think we're going for that one, it's going to be 1 p.m. Pacific time. Yes. And Paul Kamish.
Yeah.
Who's going to be with me on May 29th, which is a Saturday. And that will be, one Texas gal actually was May 22nd, pardon me. Which will be, I think we're going at noon on that one. So it's going to be an earlier one because of the time difference. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Silly time zones.
Yeah. Yeah. Silly.
Right on.
Let me just double check something. And looks like I'm going to have my wrench stripped from me for some of the ACA shows. Because I rarely get in there to mod, because I'm fairly busy, of course. But
so channels can only have so many mods on their channel?
No, you can have as many as you want. But because I don't get into mod for Talk Heathen or Truth Wanted or Atheist Experience as much as I used to. So nowadays it's they want people that are going to be in there more often, and I can't guarantee that I'm going to be in there. So I had a conversation with Kristen, who runs that stuff. And I said, listen, I'll pop in and mod when I can, but as you know, I'm a busy dude, so I can only promise that I'll be in there whenever I can be. So they're going to leave me. They're automatically leaving me as a mod for the nonprofits, obviously, because I am a member of that show. So, yeah. Mod Squad. Hey, Christy, how are you? Christy was one of my very first. I guess in the first year, I had Christy on the show. So.
Heck yeah. Whenever I get the blue wrench, if somebody throws me the blue wrench, it brings a bunch of joy to me. I'm like, whoa, they noticed me. I don't know.
I got you on me.
So get this. This one is kind of fucking shitty. Apparently, there's a U.S. bishop down stateside, clearly, because it says U.S. bishop, is trying to block federal LGBTQIA plus suicide hotline.
Wait a minute.
What an asshole.
Come on. I
kid you not. That is appalling. That is absolutely fucking appalling.
Yeah.
But when you hear people like Kent Hovind and I've gone blank on the NIFB guy.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, listing off all the reasons that people deserve to be put to death.
Yeah.
It's not that surprising. It's disgusting and disappointing, but sadly not surprising.
Yeah, no, it's not surprising, but it's a really fucking douchey thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Especially when mental health is like a big thing. If we can start helping people, have a better mental health. I mean, just even having a hotline
Mhm.
for people who are going through problems, it just needs somebody to talk to. I can't tell you how many times there has been times where I've been in my life where I felt like I couldn't talk to anybody and stuff like that, which was
Which
wrong for
sucks.
me to think those things, but yeah, it does. When it feels like you got nowhere to go and no one to call upon, yeah, it can get pretty dark. It's not fun. It's really not. And that is shameful. Whoever that dude is from Alabama or whatever, or
Probably.
Didn't really say where he was from. I didn't read that deeply into it. All I needed to know is there was some fucking ass clown down there as a bishop fucking wanting to block a suicide helpline. It doesn't matter who it's for. You want to block a suicide helpline for anyone. That's a shit thing to do.
Right.
It's even more shitty that they're targeting a marginalized community anyways. So, like, fuck you, piece of shit motherfucker. If I ever find out where you live.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He done riled up the Papa Bear.
What you eating, Mikey?
Oh, funny you should ask.
that's one thing I do really think that gives me like thinking that the future is, there's good things coming in the future is because of people like the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Those people are advocating for our rights and stuff like that. They're working to help, on those things, along with other great organizations that are behind making sure we have those kind of rights afforded to us. Oh my goodness, because some people,
Yep, no, I hear you.
it's awful.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
awful.
it is.
Woo! Ah,
What is that?
This is Wild and Reckless, baby, from Baskin Robbins.
Nice.
It is green apple, blue raspberry, and fruit punch flavored sherbet.
Nice.
Or is it sherbet?
Sherbet. It's okay. Or
But
sorbet.
Sure. No, sorbet is much nicer than what I'm eating.
Sherbert. Sherbert.
Sure, whatever you say, Bert.
Hey, Bert.
Hmm.
So we've got B and Jenny Morgan in the chat right now, and I've sent both of them fucking links. So I'm kind of curious as to why they're not in here with us. Like they sent me messages earlier. Give me a link. But they're still out
Come
there.
on.
Oh, where's Ollie Man? Didn't you want a link?
I'll behave, B. I'll be good.
No, he won't. That is a lie. I don't believe you.
Godless Sewing is in the chat too.
Probably sewing too as well.
Yeah, come in here and sing Mother.
I know you said
Any
maybe.
native atheist?
Oh,
Theo?
man. Nobody wants to come in my streams anymore.
They
Ew,
just
that
like
could be misconstrued.
They just like to watch, Neil. They just like to watch.
Like to watch.
Entertain me.
Yeah,
Tobin,
check.
you said that you first were waking up around 12, 13. Is that correct?
Wait, what? Say that again?
First week in the JW?
Yeah.
We got some really bad static going on there.
It's
Sorry.
Sammy.
Driving.
Oh,
Wait, you're driving and you're on my stream?
Hands free, dude. Goes with the car.
Oh,
Have
all
you
right.
heard of this awesome thing that they invented called Bluetooth?
I'm gonna have blue teeth when I'm done eating this ice cream.
I believe.
All the kids are using it.
All the kids are using it. Oh, what happened to Jenny? She just popped in and then disappeared.
I didn't do it.
Sorry, is that better reception now?
I'm only bugging you, Sammy. I'm just fucking with you.
These are jokes. These are jokes. This ice cream is fucking awesome. What you got? Let me see this. You don't know what you're doing. Let me see. She got some. Ooh. Love potion number 9. White chocolate and raspberry ice cream. With a raspberry swirl. Chocolate chips. And raspberry filled chocolate flavored hearts. I'll eat yours too. You want to go get some ice cream for you, babe?
Hey,
This is considered peer pressure.
He said she might come in, so that might not even be her. You never know.
Oh, no, baby. I'm one of a kind. Ain't nothing like this. I mean, literally. Good for you all.
Hi, kids.
There she is.
Yes, Jen. Hi, Jenny.
Jenny, no hotlines.
No, Jenny, no hotlines. Yeah. I could. When I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Well, obviously, it was somebody who has no clue how important hotlines are in people's lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's just insane.
You know what the good thing is about COVID, by the way, and I thought about this yesterday.
There's a good thing.
Yes, there's one good thing I found. So a friend of pretty much everybody on this channel knows the person, but I don't talk shit. So they were having a bad time, and I said, well, I know somebody who does therapy, and she works with like trans, LGBT, blah 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 blah. So I gave her the email, and see, before you had to be like go to that person. So if you're in an area where there aren't really people like that, then what do? But now you can you have to go online. You can get a doctor's visit anywhere now.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing I've found. So I gave her my friend's email, and said just tell her I sent you, and she'll help you out one way or the other. And I know she will. I said just tell her you're my friend, and you'll get help one way or the other, whether it's on the books or not.
You know that son of a bitch B owes me $200. You seen him?
No. I'm an imposter. Don't shoot the imposter.
The thing that bothers me about
Airlock
is why can't all these anti-masker right wingers get sick and die?
Well,
no, that is not nice. How Christian of you.
And I'm known for being nice.
well, I don't wish death on anyone, but it would be nice if they could go through it for a little bit and see how horrible it is.
Now that I agree with.
Can we start thinking of like creative punishments for people? Because on the internet, saying that someone should die is bad. But what's a very major inconvenience? Kind of like the annoying song you want to get stuck in somebody's head that you don't like.
May all their furniture be infested with bed bugs?
There you go.
Yeah,
that's an itchy scratchy. It's a very tactile.
We should hypnotize all the people that give people COVID because they're anti-maskers. We should hypnotize them so when they come during sex, they cluck like a chicken for the rest of their lives.
That might spread.
If they keep doing that, they won't be having sex for too long.
No.
Right.
I mean,
and then when they jerk off, they cluck like a chicken too. So somebody's gonna know they're jerking off in the other room.
Boy, the incel population would explode.
Instead of calling people cucks, they'd be clucks.
How's it going?
Where's my brother with another mother?
Going on, Will?
Being a real life tornado. I'm watching like 5 things at once.
So you're living up to your name. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I got a quota, you know.
That's right.
There's really a chain with an eyeball. I'm really in a sweatshop. Help!
Help me, help me.
You say, hey, he keeps sewing these flags. And all they say on them is help me.
You know, my flags have triggered people, so they're staying up. I've been called the Antichrist, like all kinds of fun stuff. So the flags are staying because they trigger all. You know, and with everything that's been going on, I can see how it invokes certain things from certain people. But for me, it's a reminder that I live here too.
I am an artist. I'm an atheist, and I'm an American, and I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, I am. The second they open the borders, I'm out of here.
Dave said Poultry Hub. I now got a picture in my head where this guy that you do that to is making money off of clucking when he comes. Never mind.
Well, if
I'm gonna get off on that shit.
Where I'm from,
I did a little cluck porn back in college just to pay the bills.
if you call someone a cluckhead, that just
No cluck shaming.
That's my line.
Oh, Mikey.
I always say no slut shaming, no slut shaming.
That's only because you used to be a slut. That's the only reason you say that.
Hey girl, you're real kinky.
He's a recovering slut, like I'm a recovering Catholic.
No, you know what it is? I'll tell you the honest truth. I hear like people whine and cry, and I'm like, ooh, I did that like 3 times. I'm gonna die with a big smile on my face and have the scars to prove it too.
Just want to say hi to Renee.
Oh,
It's nice. I love when Renee pops into the.
Hey Renee.
I hope you're doing well, my friend.
I try. I have no regrets and no crappy tattoos and no regrets.
I think
Yes.
we summoned the gorilla.
Yes, Gorilla. I want to be hypnotized so I don't smoke anymore.
Yeah,
So
it
if
doesn't
somebody
work.
could do that for me for free. Hey, they did it to my
No.
mom and it worked, man. They
I know
they
3 people that
hypnotized
had
her.
it. They're still smoking.
Really? They
It's
hypnotized her to
smoking
be
hot.
maybe she found a real hypnotist. I don't know. But they hypnotized her to be allergic to cigarettes. And then when I got older and I was like 17, she caught me smoking and yelled at me and shit. And anytime I was upwind of her, she just like walking and then start sneezing and shit. Her eyes would
Really?
start watering. I was like, damn. And she said, man, that shit really worked.
Hypnotizing, you know what? Honestly, hypnotizing to me is right up there with like past life regression. You have to want to believe it. It's one of those
Yeah, I
things
think so.
that you have to. I think it's complete buckus. But recently, I've had a dealing with someone who's gone to a psychic, and I think going to a psychic is complete BS, utter and complete.
Of
BS.
course it is.
But they target rich old ladies is what they do, and people who are widowers, people who are sad in general, people who have lost someone recently. It's,
They prey on the vulnerable. Is what they do.
Absolutely do.
Yeah, I've recently gone off on someone I know because they're hurting, but I say talk to somebody. Don't go to a psychic. If you have to pay someone that's not a psychiatrist or a professional, you're going in the wrong direction.
Yep. Agreed.
And I try not to quantify people's pain, but don't make it any worse.
Right. Exactly.
They need to deal with this. Stop feeding them false shit.
Oh,
They
it drives
have
me
to-
insane.
You're hurting them real bad.
I don't want to be that angry atheist, but that's one thing. If when I do rule the world, like all psychics got to go. They can go work for UPS. Hey, Miss Cleo moved to Canada.
Yeah, they was on her ass for fraud.
Sorry, Neil.
They got to get rid of astrology too.
Oh yeah, my bad. America.
Yeah.
The sad thing is she still has more money than all of us.
Do we know that?
I watched Where Are They Now? And she still has a couple mil left over after being sued and paying back. Like that's the thing. She paid back some absorbent amount.
A couple mil. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How do you allow yourself to be fleeced like that? That's kind of what I want to know.
I call it they prey on vulnerable people. I was sitting here one day with Jen, and I got a call in Spanish saying that I was in a prison in Mexico.
It's like, I am? Oh, no. How'd I get in there?
Damn, these are some good drugs, man. I swear I'm home right now.
I'm like, I got security cameras. I'm like, I had another one of those crises. Like, am I in a jail in Mexico? What's going on? Is this that movie? Is this what really happens? You know,
this looks just like my room.
Are you sure it wasn't your astral projection teacher calling?
More woo, more woo. I don't believe in any of it.
No, it's all bullshit.
I own all my cars. You know, we all get that phone call of your car warranty is extended. You know, I get calls for credit cards, all kinds of dumb stuff.
I like to talk to those people. I'll tell them I got like a 67 Camaro, and I'll start naming stupid stuff until they just like, all right, they get the idea.
They wouldn't exist if they weren't ripping people off. They wouldn't be there if they're, you know, imagine if you got like 50 idiots to give you $10,000.
Right.
You know, because that's really what they're just grifting people, really is what it is.
So guys, patreon.com/ No, I'm just I mean, it's worth a shot. I figure.
Hey, Don, do you remember Don King?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Only in America, man. He got rich by opening his mouth, promoting everything and everybody. And hey,
right.
I thought he was getting royalties for that haircut.
He should have.
He did patent that motherfucker.
That's what it looked like when I wouldn't brush my flat top back in the day.
Although there was that one rapper that had that hair too.
Speaking of which, I'm glad I'm here. I found the picture I was looking for. Are you ready? You're not ready, Mikey. You are not. I am.
Something that I'm going to get a copyright strike.
Is it a video?
No, it's a picture. It's a picture of me in high school. Back when I had hair.
Monetized.
No,
you all got to see this.
Look at that
yes. Yes.
That's awesome.
That's 1990. I don't want to admit. No, last time when you guys were out pulling out your pictures, I was like, "Where is my pro picture?"
Oh, that's right. You were looking for it.
Like a bad Cat Williams joke. I was like, "Where is my high school picture? Where is my high school picture?" I used to rock my fro back in the day. But then
I've done everything you can imagine to my hair. I've had mohawks. I've even dreaded my hair. Oh, and that's another thing. I dreaded my hair whenever I was a kid, and I knew my mom was not gonna like that shit. She was not gonna fucking like it. So I wore a beanie, and I like just stuffed it all up underneath there and put it in underneath the beanie. And I sit down for dinner, and we start eating, and my mom's like, "It's kind of warm. Why are you wearing a beanie?"
I'm on drugs.
This woman
definitely don't have
all of it out of my hair. Like I would have just rather shaven it off, but she actually sat there with their knees on the backs of my shoulders, like pulling the fucking shit straight out. Like that was yeah.
You know what? I pierced my nose like Tupac, and I thought it was so hard until my mom walked up to me and ripped it right out of my nose.
Oh,
I still have the scar to this very day.
I was big enough. I could have but I wasn't gonna fight my mom either. I mean, I kind of let her do what she did to me, but yeah.
Okay, so big dick contest. So when I was growing up, I had hair down past my ass.
Okay.
And when I sat down for like dinner, I'd have to pick my hair up, or I'd lean forward to eat and be like, and get to stop because I was sitting on my hair. Yeah, so I have really long hair, but I was like, in case you guys didn't notice, I was very tomboyish growing up. And I used to like roll around the dirt. I'd come in, there'd be like leaves and sticks stuck in my hair, and it would be like sticking out like this. I'd be like, "Hey, Mom!" She's like, "In the woods?"
Get in the bathtub right
now. So she would brush that out, man. And I did that all the time. I have the toughest scalp. I swear to God, it's like leather up there. She would just be like, "Hold still."
I want to
Got
see
out of that
your hair
Tinderhead
back.
stage.
Oh, that shit hurt.
Yeah, I had long, beautiful, luscious hair when I was a teenager, and I decided to get dreads as well. And after so long, as I'm sure everyone realizes, they become quite annoying. And I had shaved my head once. I had a mistake.
Damn it, Sammy, and your static.
Knew I wasn't going to do that again, so decided to brush them out.
Ouch.
My entire scalp turned blue from bruising.
That would be the bruising.
It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced, but we got them out.
I had dreads. They're not for the faint of heart.
Nope.
Braids, all that.
Yeah, I used to have braids.
I had cornrows.
Me
'cause
too.
I watched too many movies.
I actually permed my hair once.
Oh, I did that once. I have a picture somewhere. It's blurry and old and dark. I'd show you guys.
My,
You can't see my hair, but it was just sticking out like this, all curly.
oh,
I
yeah,
grew
me
up in
too.
the 60s and begged my parents to let me grow my hair long. And no, absolutely not. No, you're getting another crew cut. It's like, oh fuck.
Everybody in the 60s and 70s had long hair, except for like the
Military
people that are now old Trumpers.
I've had a few bowl cuts where they just stick the bowl on top of your head and.
Yep.
Yeah,
My
that's
mom
I
used to
just
like
said
to do
crew
that
cut
to me.
because it was short, but yeah, it was actually a bowl cut.
Yeah, the old Johnny Unitas, the old high and tight.
High and tight.
That's army shit right there.
Man, you couldn't keep me off the farm after I found MC Hammer. I wanted his haircut, all his background dancers' haircuts. I had a flap top. I had my name on the side of my head. Flame. Oh yeah.
You ever have a rat tail?
Yes, but I also had a sister who, like, the longer it would get, she would cut a piece off. She was evil, but she was looking out for my future.
I think one kid yanked my rat tail in class one day, and I was like, I don't want this anymore.
See, that was another thing. Like in my day, you had to protect yourself from vulnerabilities. I was a Boy Scout up until 6th grade, and I'll never forget. I told my dad, like, I'll get killed in junior high. You'll find me in a locker. I can't wear a Boy Scout uniform, and no one at my junior high, no one wore a uniform. Even the people who continued in the program wouldn't wear one.
You wouldn't rock that.
No.
Because then you're the Boy Scout kid.
You're the target. You're a target. You know. It was different.
Look, it's the Boy Scout Simpson.
In the early 90s, man, you had to fight. You had to know how to fight. You know, you didn't. It was one of those things.
Well, I got so many fights in high school and junior high.
It was before.
I was always fighting.
There's so many laws now, and like if the kids touch each other, they call the cops. At least here in California, like back in the day, the teachers would walk away. They would see a crowd of kids in a circle, and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with this."
No,
they'd walk away.
Let some shit happen in gym class. The fucking gym coach fucking whips out that striped shirt and a whistle and just says, "All right, and we got a strong jab from one corner. The red corner."
When I was in high school, that's how when I was in I played high school football for 1 year, and all they taught me was how to do beer runs. But true story. They just taught you how to be even more of a meathead. But this kid and I, we had a real problem, and the coaches, they put us in the cage and they closed the cage and they let us scrap it out. Do you know, by modern day standards, everybody except for the kids would be going to jail?
Everybody's going to jail.
Look, man, when I was growing up, the teachers would break it up. So we were, because I come from a time before like talking shit on the internet and guns, just shooting each other. Yeah, the real like being a man kind of time. So what we would do is we'd get ready to fight in school and be like, all right, let's meet after school. And we'd go meet somewhere, and the whole school would find out and show up, and we'd beat the snot out of each other without anybody stopping it.
And that was great. There was there was like a certain like Bushido code where it's like, all right, they've tapped. It's like Fight Club. It's like, all right, they're limp. They're not fighting back. This is clearly not someone's going to get really, really hurt.
Right.
But
So
couple
still
people-
I still struggle with that to this day because I'm from that generation where if you run your mouth, you better be able to back it up, no matter what.
right.
Right.
Like
That's
right
how
now,
we were raised.
if
but-
you go to West Hollywood and you were running around acting crazy, you would get knocked out. Like out here in in LA. So when I got online, I'm like, you said what? I
Right.
feel
you want to
have
fight.
have you ever seen it's Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, Strikes Back. Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, they have a list and they're going door to door and they're like, "Are you user 5 blah blah blah?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Boom!" And he punches him in the face. Like, I had to learn to not be that petty, because people will say anything. And where I'm from, you actually have to have evidence. You have to be what you say you are.
Because
So-
they're going to check.
No,
They're going to
real
check and
quick,
see.
so it took a while. And I'm like, but people get huge muscles on the internet.
No. Right.
Oh, Theo, I will take you on a tour to LA. I'll take you on a tour. It'll be the most exciting ride you've ever had in your life.
Been
I'll
there,
take you
been there many times.
Yeah, I've only actually gotten to see. I've gone as far as Monterrey, Mexico, and then. Excuse me. Hang on 1 second.
He just farted.
I've
He
been
just
from-
pretended to burp.
Hey, don't judge. I do that all the time.
Oh, you fake a sneeze and just fart and mute your mic? Monsters.
I don't bother muting my mic. If I think it's going to be a nice, cool ass loud one, I'll just fucking lower the. Hey, check this out.
Oh, I just got pink eye from watching Neil's stream.
My eyes. Make it stop.
Everyone on the stream's like, you can smell it.
My whole room is green.
Yeah, why are the walls turning brown? All of a sudden?
Oh shit! Is the paint peeling?
Oh, if the internet is ever smell-o-vision, mine's going to be 18 and over because I'm constantly smelling like pot.
Me too. Actually, my room has that odor in it.
I have this whole elaborate setup out here because I've given my son the entire house. So I have a fan. I have like another like ghetto doorway here, which is basically like the old school beads, but with fabric. I have a fan in front of that so the smoke can't go in the house.
Nice.
Because I grew up in the smoking era, and like you didn't have a choice. Everyone just smoked around you.
Yeah.
It would make me nauseous as a kid, like being in the car and like
Yeah.
smelling it and shit. Like,
Dude, do people understand that's not like just air? That's moisture, wet little molecules of shit you're breathing in.
Oh yeah. Oh, when I was a kid, it was
That's why
nothing
people
on
are like, "Oh, what do you care if it stinks in there?" Because I don't want to breathe in your shit. You can almost taste it.
Ah, come on, Shrek. I had my mouth open on that one.
I miss being able to smoke in a restaurant after you eat.
That's one of the reasons that brought me to Vegas, even after I quit smoking nicotine in general, is just because it's debauchery friendly. You can walk around on Fremont Street smoking a J, as long as you don't act too crazy. I'm not telling anybody what to do. If you get busted, Godless Sewing takes no responsibility.
So I'm going to edit that and just put it as Godless Sewing is responsibility.
But
Just cut that out.
I lived in a few places. Like I lived in Oregon right before you couldn't smoke anywhere anymore. It was, I don't know, I'm old school. It felt good to be at Denny's and smoke a cigarette with my coffee.
Yeah.
I remember.
I got a
those
lot
days.
of country to see.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't gotten to see any of that yet. I've only gotten to see the South, like to Florida, down into Mexico. I would really dig to be able to come check out like the Oregon area, all those woods and stuff like that. I love getting into that.
Why are we getting?
Yeah, someone's got the stream going.
We got some echoey shit going on here.
Echo.
I think it's
So, Tobin, once your kids are all like grown and out of the house, become a truck driver. You can live in the truck with your wife. You both get your CDL, you make money, and you get paid to go all over the place. And if you get somewhere that you're like, oh, I'm close to this, I really want to see it, you get a hold of your dispatcher and say, hey, I need like a day or two off. I mean, you don't do that the first year, but once you're with them for a while, you can do that shit. And just people, I've known truck drivers that rent cars or get an Uber or whatever from the truck stop, and they'll go off and have fun for like a day or two, and then come back, get in their truck, and go back to work. So it's a good way to make money while seeing the U.S.
If you saw it doing this, what would you think they would be meaning? You
better honk your horn at them, because that's just rude. You don't leave a kid hanging.
Right.
Oh, I used to do it all the time. I've drove by school buses where every kid on the school bus is doing this. And I'm like, bap, 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 bap. They just start.
Yeah, they lose their shit when you do that.
Oh yeah, they fucking love. I used to love doing that with kids.
Yeah,
I love playing with people.
No. Do we have to go there? Come on.
What's happened to us?
What happened? I missed something.
No.
Something about fisting. But anyway.
No. What?
Yeah.
How did we get there already? That escalated quickly.
But that's how like that's kind of
I don't
the
mind
way
getting personal with y'all, but I don't know if I want to go that far.
Sammy. Really, if you think about it, that looks more like elbowing than fisting.
I don't.
WWE kind of.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some
Rowdy
WWD
right
40.
in your ass.
Do you know I always join right at the weird part? I've never seen that event. WWE fisting? That sounds like fun. Sounds like something.
No. My goodness.
Well, when I was 13 or so, someone showed me.
Everybody say it with me. Demonetized.
Hold on.
Bam.
It was a bald man and a very loose woman, and I was only 13 or 14 at the time, and
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was quite scarred from that.
La 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 la.
That's Neil's version of "I'm out."
Do I want to? I don't want to know.
No.
Nope. Sure don't.
No, but I have seen a guy who was sweeping behind an elephant. He was sweeping the poop.
Oh, I
and
saw
the
that.
elephant backs up, and the dude gets his head stuck in the elephant. Dude, oh my goodness! Like that can really happen. Ugh.
Shoot me.
It's just
shoot me.
I don't
want to come back from that, man.
It's real.
They're like,
okay. Elephant's probably like, hey, whoa, I thought you already checked my prostate. What's going on here?
Oh, is this another exam?
He's like,
how you doing?
He's just like, no,
this dude is really
give me the gun. No, I can't. No, you don't understand. We have a pact. You can't kill the elephant. I'm not shooting the elephant, you idiot. I gotta kill him. What are you doing?
Yeah. Poor motherfucker.
He doesn't want to come out of there. It's all downhill from here, man.
How much does that job pay? I'd do it. Keep behind the elephant. I'll take hazard pay.
Not enough.
I'll take hazard pay.
The thing was, though, I think we all know what that piece of the anatomy kind of acts like. He had both arms. He couldn't pull his head out.
Yeah, because he was. I don't even want to get details about an elephant.
That's what I'm saying. He couldn't get his head. They had to pull him out.
Just keep your head lubed, godless.
He was puckered. The elephant was puckered,
Had him
and
trapped.
he picks on everybody for getting crew cut. See, sometimes it's smart to get a crew cut. Less friction, man. It slides right off.
It was the elephant's first time.
Tons of mice. I see you've been feeding the elephant corn.
God, you people.
The statement says, as we walked up to the elephant pen, we saw the elephant's hind end going up and down.
Then you got like a reverse Ace Ventura situation going on.
I think I'm going to start that hotline. Not me talking dirty to somebody else paying to talk dirty to me. It's going to be my hotline.
Now that is an idea.
You know what? You'd probably get rich off that shit, honestly.
You know what I'm saying? I'll charge you to. Hey,
People
you know what's
will
new?
do that
You
because
give me money for it.
there's people out there that like have no self-confidence and blah blah blah. Those are the people that get sucked into that shit.
As someone who has no shame, somebody will pay for anything. You just have to find that person.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my
Those
goodness.
people,
Friends,
hopefully.
You know, you mentioned that, Will, and it takes me back to the days when I used to do the graveyard shifts at the gas station downtown, right over on the street that we call Hooker Row. And a lot of times during the winter time when it was quite cold, they would always want to come and sit in the little kiosk with me to warm up a little bit before they go out to try and turn more tricks or whatever. So I would hear some of the most fucked up shit that people wanted to do with these ladies of the night. So, they had Earth, Wind, and Rain. Do you know what that is?
No, educate me.
A band, right?
The dudes want to be shit on, pissed on, and farted on.
Oh no!
What?
Oh, that's old
Farted on.
school. I in my wisdom in my early 20s,
man.
I dropped out of ASU and I moved back to LA and I worked at a Subway on Sunset Boulevard. And
Exactly, Dave.
I worked the graveyard shift and it was the hostro. That's where every woman of the evening was. And same thing, Neil. I heard every interesting story. Every time the cops would come in, all of a sudden, all these well-dressed women would be in the lobby of the Subway ordering sandwiches at 3 a.m. People are crazy. I saw some sad stuff though, like anything else, you know, because of drugs, or you see like I don't know. I don't even want to say it because you're already going to get demonetized. I won't help anymore.
Hey, you know, the goal is to get blocked, isn't it? like the last one that we did.
Yes,
You know,
we haven't been taken down midstream yet.
No,
We
no,
all-
Work on that.
So for real, I was on a stream one time because I always thought like, oh, people are just woofing, they're just saying things, and I was on a stream twice. It was taken down midstream for singing copyrighted stuff twice because the
Wow.
person just would not shut up. I think they were seeing how far they could go. Yeah, so they're out there.
That's interesting. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Oh, Jenny.
No, they were playing the background music and singing it
Yeah.
and saying, "Oh, they're not going to shut me down," and it happened
But
twice.
they are.
Well, does anyone actually know what the time limit is? Like, is it? I've heard 3 seconds. I've heard 15 seconds.
Same.
It depends on how long it takes the bot to find you.
Context.
Sorry, I've been avoiding the chat for the past little while because of the content we've been talking about. But let's see what kind of disgusting things they've come up with. All right, let's see.
Ooh, Alabama Hot Pocket.
Show us the elephant. No elephant footage. I'm not getting fucking struck again. Oh, Canadian Ollie, yes. Oh my God, an Alabama. Oh, dude, no, I'm not bringing that shit up. Literally, I'm not bringing that up. Forget that. Forget it. No, that's
You guys
gross.
get into that. I'm out, man.
Like I don't kink shame a lot, but that's just like fuck you, wrong.
Yeah. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Yeah.
Okay, don't want to know.
Yep. I was like,
Yeah,
that
no,
seals the deal
hey.
for me.
Hey Jim, no, I'm not coming to the pub tonight. Just got a promotion at work, so my wife and I are doing Alabama Hot Pockets. What? All right, should I tell folks what that's about?
It's Bush Light flavored.
Yeah, what are these?
Okay, Alabama Hot Pockets. It's like I just thinking about it, and I'm holding back myself from throwing up all over the fucking screen. Put on your 3D glasses, folks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've had
Okay.
an edible, Neil. Should I hear this? My imagination is in overload right now.
An Alabama Hot Pocket. All right. Okay. Like,
I'm already pre-nauseous.
yeah, I know. Well, B, you know what it is, right? So you already know.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you did.
No.
They were like, no, let's not mention it. You an Alabama Hot Pocket. All right, brace yourselves, people. It's when you poop
Wait,
into
wait,
a
wait.
vagina
Why don't we just-
and then have sex after that.
Wait a minute.
What?
Shit
What?
in the vagina.
Into a vagina
We-
and then have sex while the poop's
All right.
still in.
Okay, so I've told
What?
you the story.
Just put somebody in their ass.
Guys, don't play
don't
with
get
poop. Don't play. Does the
That's so
freaky
good.
guy have to do the PSA? Don't play
Look,
with poop.
Never
I'm gonna
even
say-
crossed my mind. Like,
I'm gonna
what
say
gets you
something.
there?
I'm gonna say something on behalf of one of the two females in this room. That is fucking stupid.
Yes, it is.
There is a
I
reason
get
why when
dangerous.
you have a
Allowing that
baby
to
and you
happen.
wipe its butt. With girls, you make sure to wipe front to back. Like serious
can
yeast
I-
infections, bacteria. Like you are
Yeah,
just setting yourself
there's
up
no
for
way-
an
there's no way we're gonna
OBGYN
let
nightmare.
that happen.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, Alabama. Wow.
I hope y'all didn't name that. 'Cause
Alabama.
someone
I don't
just did
know.
that to make fun of you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not
Yes,
a good thing
on
to do.
sure.
It's not a
I'm
fucking
sure it ain't playing.
sanitary thing
Not.
to do.
And you know, shit can happen to guys from that too. I'm just
Limits.
saying.
Yep.
Limits.
UTIs,
I don't.
man.
I got
Limit.
oral sex as a dog before I let that happen to me.
Pissing razor blades.
No one in
Exactly.
no one in the freak community on the West Coast is doing that I know. That's gross.
Well, I can tell you, I have a
gross.
brother that was in the Navy, and he got gonorrhea when he was overseas, and he can't.
Oh, that's where I left it.
Yeah, he found it. No problem. Thanks, Neil. So so he went to the Navy doctor and they took that really long toothpick. Got a
Yep.
sample, checked it.
So
He was pissing razor blades for like 2 weeks. Could you imagine?
my
About that?
I have many family members that have served in the armed forces, and my brother told me he was in Korea for a while, and he told me when you first get there, that you get the speech about the locals and everything, and they have a chart, and they say if you catch this or this, you cannot come back in the United States of America.
Wow.
So there's like 2 or 3 VDs that if you catch, they will not let you back in, and they test you. So there's no way you could like catch it and not let them know.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything.
I was on the floor when he told me the first time. I was on the floor
No,
laughing.
everything's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
So a lot of people over there, they won't intermingle because they're just scared. They're like, no, man, I gotta go home one day.
Don't fucking touch me.
I'm scared in the United States, never mind overseas where they have diseases we don't. Fuck
Well,
that.
we have diseases that they don't.
Well,
That's
what
why.
but yeah,
So
both reasons.
Yeah, no.
I just don't. I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm an asshole, but I've never had to pay for sex.
Who thinks this shit up? Well, neither have I, but still, who thinks this shit up?
That has
They-
never crossed
I
my
think-
mind. Never.
Wait,
I think
And
they
I go,
focus
hey,
too
I
much.
wonder.
They focus too much on the
Hold on a
could
second.
and not enough on the should.
Right.
Echo,
Right.
Sammy. Echo.
Hold on a second. You mean
Damn
people don't pay for sex? What?
Huh?
No.
So
Really?
I usually have to pay people to have sex. Oh, wait, no, that's
Damn.
the same thing. Wait a minute.
I think sex work. I think sex work
I
should
have
be
to turn
legal.
down money for having sex with people is what you're trying to say, Neil.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
This is the one that leaves you favorable. Go with it.
I was once offered way back in the day to be paid for it, but I was like, no.
I had some
So-
guy offer me and my ex $1,000 to watch for like 30 minutes. And I
Really?
said no. And he said $3,000, that's all I have. And I laughed and said, no, this isn't a barter. I'm just saying no. No,
Oh yeah.
it's not happening.
No, you're
Just
trying
stop.
to lowball me.
Yeah, and then her and I drove
Oh, I
away
get it
and
now.
we looked at each other and thought, wait a minute. We could probably make money off of that shit.
No, not probably.
She was
You definitely.
smoking.
B, B,
Yeah, definitely. She was
See?
smoking hot.
how about
Coins.
5,000?
Coins. Yeah.
Jenny's gonna go rob the little community bank and get $5,000.
I don't know.
Who's
I
got
don't know. Do I hear
$5,000
do I hear 6,000? Do I
anyway?
hear 6,000?
Jenny's
$6,000.
Jenny's
I don't
gonna
have
go.
that kind of money.
Jenny's gonna go become a madam and get rich.
Sorry, Sammy. I accidentally hit the space bar, and for some reason that bounced you out.
It's all right. Am I still like that one?
You're still in, yeah.
And crack.
Hey,
You're still crackling.
But that crackling is yeah, like
It
wow.
might be the headset. Like the
And what's
wire's got
this?
a short in it.
Very sure. I have nobody's had a sip of my drink yet, Lee. Sorry.
I think I had a drink.
Good job, Captain Literal.
Good job, Captain Obvious.
Went for the cheaper Pilsner tonight, so I'm going the Pacific Pilsner tonight. There you go. When it's hot weather, I like to have the cool, crisp Pilsners.
Yeah,
sound
you
like
know,
a
that's
commercial.
what
Hot.
I'm sorry, what?
That's why I drink Pacific Pilsner. The cool, crisp first sip that hits those lips knocks me off my feet. I don't know.
That was good. That was good. I'd buy it.
Kind of like when I'm streaming on YouTube, always right next to my chair
Shit bucket.
is Corona.
Corona.
When I'm streaming on YouTube, I like to smoke a joint. So if you're ever in Southern California, I wouldn't.
And you
I
see me
wouldn't-
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Light up, motherfuckers!
Come on down and smoke one with me.
I should
Oh.
ask. I should ask the dispensary. They love me. I should ask them, like, hey, if I mention you guys on YouTube, will you give me more pot? They already. You know what? I'm that grown adult customer. So I walk in there and I'm like, I want 5 of these, 4 of these, 3 of these. So
Right.
they always give me free stuff. Anyways, they're great people. They're actually great people.
Look at Dave bragging.
Been there, done that, Dave.
I don't
People
like
were
sex on
walking
the
by.
beach, man. I get sand in my ass. Fuck
I was
that shit.
exactly.
No, you bring
there's
2
nothing good
blankets.
about sex on the beach. Nothing.
And I don't know if you guys are aware of what sand fleas are, but those are definitely a thing. So no way.
Oh yes, they are. Yes,
We
they
have
I am
sand
not
fleas here.
getting. Yeah. Fucking that whole hey, let's bury somebody in the sand. I'm like, that sounds like a terrible idea. I'm not getting under there.
Oh man, look, I was we used to go down to Galveston Beach. There's a place called Crystal Beach, and it's basically a very rural beach, and you can go down there and basically do whatever the hell you want. And we would build a bonfire and stuff like that. And you know, we did participate in LSD and things of that nature. I'm like standing around the fire, and we're smoking a joint, passing it around. And at this point in time, I'm a pretty well adjusted to LSD, and it's not that intense to me anymore at that point in time. And there's some people that are with the group that it's their first time, and they are flipping out. I had my truck parked up closer to the dunes, and they started noticing how the waves were coming in closer. They dug behind my truck underneath the tires until the bumper was all the way to the sand, because they were afraid of the water coming in. They were totally tripped out. But by the time I realized what had happened, it was already too late. I had to wait for sure the next day until somebody comes. There's people who drive along the beach and they'll just like pull you out. But
Oh yeah, people do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. So I've.
Hey, you guys, I gotta get going.
Oh, Jenny.
Oh, bye, Jenny.
Thanks
Hi,
for
Jenny.
jumping in. It's been a while since you've been in one, so it's good to
All
see
right.
you again.
Yes, likewise. Catch y'all later.
Anytime, you know that.
Bye.
Don't get in the
Yeah.
sand where it doesn't
Good night.
go.
Yeah, sand doesn't belong in certain places.
Yeah,
I've
not up my crack, that's for sure.
On Earth is one place.
I try not to judge because I've freaked out on drugs before. I freaked out on shrooms
Me
one
too.
time, and I ran home to my my parents' house, and I didn't even live with my parents at the time, but I knew that they both were alive during the 60s, and they would know what to do, and they did. They did. They were like, "Hey, you're freaking out." Yeah.
Slow down, just chill out. I'll bring you a popsicle.
Oh no, my mom's
you're
a
super
legend.
suggestible.
She took me because I was freaking out. I took way too much shrooms, and my mom took me outside. She's like, "Just look at the stars." I remember looking up. I saw everything, man. I saw it.
It's
It's
cool,
on
all the
drugs, you know?
patterns that happen in the way everything starts moving and intertwangling, and it's trippy.
Did she have you sit down outside? Because that's where I'd want somebody. It was did too much drugs just in case they puke all over my fucking house.
No, my pops, because I kept on trying to leave, so my pops, like, we went in the living room, my pops was like, hey, you're freaking out, don't make any life decisions. And that always stuck with me. So whenever I'm freaking out, I'm like, you know what, I'm just not going to make any life decisions right now.
Right.
Sage wisdom.
It is.
I'm gonna just move the microphone over here. So if I sound like I'm really, really distant, you know why? No, I'm just kidding.
What,
Yeah.
Neil?
Say that again.
But
No,
there
I'm
was
just getting my gear here. So
I was about to say, Neil. I was about to say, y'all talked about it too much. Neil's like, all right, that's it. You gotta get one. All right. My turn.
this is my weed rolling magazine. It's got Buble on the cover.
Ooh,
Heck
the
yeah.
Junos.
By the way, the Junos, is the Canadian version of, like, what is it, the Grammys or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
Music awards. So
Yeah. I saw the movie with the kids. Yeah,
no, that's Juno. That's shut up, Mike. Fuck.
it was cute.
It was Alaska.
It was cute.
It wasn't even Canada.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
right.
I fucked my.
I mean, really, it is Canada, but for some weird reason, we own it.
Isn't that, you talking about Mystery Alaska? That
Alaska was
a great
owned by
movie.
Russia before the U.S. So
I don't know. I don't know if it was or not. It was a mystery.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
Mystery Alaska, Russell Crowe, great movie.
yeah.
They actually redid the uniforms this year and in Tahoe. Now I have to look it up to see what teams had the uniforms on.
Yeah, Neil, you had mentioned you had eaten some edibles and had noticed that I just recently got some edibles. I cut half of a Rice Krispie treat. It was 500
man.
milligrams.
1,000.
It was 1,000. Oh my goodness! I'm
getting
How many
one of
bites?
those. I'm getting one of those. A Rice Krispie treat.
I've heard people talk about being paranoid and stuff. I had no idea. I've been a smoker for quite a while. I like marijuana. I do. I toke the shit out of it. But
That shit right there.
edible stuff.
Marijuana.
Whoa,
That shit right
man.
there. Yeah, that shit right there.
Whoa.
That shit right there.
That shit
No,
right there.
it's no joke. I
That
call
shit
it
right there.
when you sit on the couch and you're holding on for dear life. You get so ripped, you're like, oh crap! What did I
My
do to myself?
palms were like
Been
sweating
there.
like crazy. Yeah, dude. Holy cow.
Yeah,
So
like
I-
that guy in the old Maxell ads that's in the chair like this.
Yeah.
I've told the story a million times. I don't eat edibles anymore because I freaked out in Vegas twice. I don't do it.
I don't mind them if
It
they're-
hit me like right at the wrong time. I have to learn how to like eat a little bit because I'll get it and like I've been smoking forever. I'm king smoke and I'll eat the
Yeah.
whole thing, you know.
Got something for you, Your Highness. This ass
you're-
whooping for your face.
You're all like, yeah, fuck, give me that fucking shit. Yeah, no problem. I'm a
Man.
fucking expert.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know,
You just start sitting around like, yo, do y'all feel the Earth's rotation right now? Because I do. Like,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, did it stop?
yeah.
yo, I
There
swear
was-
to God, the Earth stopped spinning.
There's this stuff called moon rocks.
Oh,
I
no.
learned the hard way. It's like super keef. I don't know what.
Nice.
So I smoked it one time and I freaked out. I was like, I am not scared to admit I'm a grown man. I locked all my doors. I was looking out my window. I was like, oh, I hope I never get this high again. So
It's
like
when I did those fucking gummy bears, man.
this shit hits you, man. You're like, what the fuck is
These
this?
ones, fucking. I thought I was dying.
Yeah, that's just no joke. So
I had no idea it could get that intense.
I typed in moon rocks on YouTube, and there's an interview where Snoop Dogg saying like,
Yeah.
nah, man,
won't
don't
touch
touch that stuff. Don't, you know, I wish I'd watched it before I smoked that. That stuff was no joke.
He's like, you ain't ready for that. I think he was talking to Charlemagne. Charlemagne the God. He was like, no, you're not ready for that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like-
that's right. The
he's like,
Breakfast Club.
He's
That's
like,
right,
I'm
'cause I
not
used
even
to
ready
watch
for
it.
that.
I
He's
used to
like,
watch
I
it
don't.
every day.
He's like, I
Yep.
sprinkle that shit on my regular shit, and that's me. You're not ready for that.
When pot first became legal, I was trying everything. You know, I'd walk in
Right.
like, I want one of those. I want that. Give me half of that. I learned the hard way. I learned there was some stuff that really kicked my butt.
Yeah, those
So
numbers
now-
on the package, they actually mean something.
Well, I walk in and it's so sad. I walk in and I tell them like, hey, what can I smoke and still be semi-productive in my day?
Sativa.
Send me to that cabinet.
Sativa.
Yeah.
Sativa. Yeah.
I can't wait until I can have the ability to do that. I really look forward to it. I wish it to be true that it happens soon.
When I
They
clean this
take-
fucking thing out, man, I tell you, there's enough shit in here to roll a joint with.
You ever take the keef and then take one of those containers that has the hole in it, and then you dump the keef in there, and then press the keef with the piston and keep on packing it, and then you can push out like a log of keef. Have you played with that?
Oh, fuck
One of these
that.
things.
That sounds dangerous.
If I got pulled over in LA with one of those, Neil, you'd go to jail. They'd be like, that's not for pot.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Yes,
for
it
real.
is.
No, I know. They would smell it and know, you know.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It seems like he started smoking weed in here to hide the crack smell.
No, see the difference is with crackheads, they put steel wool in there to hold the fucking crack in place.
Yep.
You know, I walk around with this in public.
I
like,
know
with
because
my-
I used to sell. They'd say, "Give me a rose and a choy," and it was a chore boy, and this rose that was in a glass vial, and
Yep.
they stick that in there, and yep,
They don't sell those
I
out here
found them
anymore.
before too.
You know you're in a seedy area when you go to a gas station and see those. 'Cause
I
they
know. I
really
said to
mess
my,
up.
I said to
They
the
don't
owner, I
fake-
said, "Dude,
them
why are
fake
you selling
carnations."
this? You're like promoting them smoking crack." And he's like, "I make like 300% off of that shit."
Yeah,
I
'cause
paid a
crackhead-
dime for the whole case.
Yeah.
Right. Or maybe it was 400. It was some ridiculous high markup on it. So I couldn't even. I mean, what are you gonna say to that?
You
you know?
guys, you
We have that problem out here.
probably don't have the need anymore now that it's becoming legal, but we had a big spate of artificial drugs for a while. They were legal.
Mm.
Like
But even
pharmaceuticals,
the
you mean?
artificial marijuana was so strong.
Oh, that
Oh,
shit that they-
spice.
Basically, the
Oh,
only drug
spice
I've
will
never
fucking
tried
fuck
still
you
is the
up,
only one I
man.
really wanted to was Coke.
No thanks.
not
That's
Spice.
crazy enough.
What's that? Sorry?
Spice created real zombies in LA. You could type it in on YouTube. I was there. I work with the homeless. It was some of the
Yeah,
craziest times
yeah,
of my life. I watched
But even the
normal people.
artificial
like-
marijuana was so strong.
that stuff's been
Um,
illegal here for a while because it made people crazy.
Yep, they did that when I was in Ohio. When I was in EMT, we picked this guy up and we took him into a like drug rehab place, and he was high on. Oh no, he was the bath salts guy. I'm sorry.
Ah,
He see bath salts will bring out your greatest fear.
Mhm.
So his greatest fear is snakes.
Oh my god,
So
I'm
he-
clean. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, he had to be naked so he could watch his penis. He was afraid his penis was going to attack him.
Get the
Mine's
scissors
attacking
away
me all
from
the
him. Get the
time.
True
scissors away
story.
from him.
True story. 2 months later, we pulled him off of his basement floor. He had a rope tied around his penis because he did bath salts again. He had a rope tied around his penis and it was like purple, and he swallowed a shotgun.
Oh,
Oh
my.
man.
I almost spit my coffee out when you said that.
That
That's
shit
crazy.
is not cool.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, it's really. And I tried spice one time, and dude, I was driving down the road bringing this guy back from surgery, and neither one of us could smoke. And he was like, "Oh, I got this stuff," and I was like, "All right, you've tried it before, right?" Well, no two batches are the same, I guess. So I just took like 2 hits off of that shit, and I could not move. I was driving. I don't know how I made the curves. My body was like solid frozen for like 10 minutes.
So synthetic drugs,
Not cool.
if you're bored, you just type in synthetic marijuana into YouTube and you will see so many different documentaries of how it ruined every area that it was in.
I've
I
never
heard
touched
people
that shit
I
again,
knew
man.
that it affected them. Like they went to the hospital. Like it will mess you up. Sure enough.
And the thing is, like with chemicals, they genetically they engineered it to where you're high all the
Optimized it.
time. You want it. Exactly. You want it. You're high you're on this crappy cycle at once while you're puking and dry heaving. I've seen.
I need more. Give me more.
Yeah. I never understood heroin because of that, Neil.
Yeah.
I never understood heroin. Like, hey, dude, I'm gonna shoot this shit in my arm, puke my guts up, sweat, be clammy, uncomfortable.
Yeah, but give me more.
Okay, because I'm happy for like 20 minutes.
I almost quit my job during the spice era. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It hit downtown LA hard. They outlawed it there fast.
What's up?
Look who's back.
Oh my goodness.
Back from the shadows. My girl's on her phone. Maybe it's her.
I thought it was from the get-go, but
she's funny, but I don't think she's funny, but she's not that funny. She's standing right next to me, so I got about 4 seconds before the delay catches up, and I'm gonna get smacked.
I heard that.
There it is.
All right, let me get rid of the twigs.
No seeds, no stems.
No, I hate the little, because every bud's got the little bit at the end, the little piece of twig at the bottom. I always rip those off because they make holes in your papers.
Yep.
Fuck that shit.
That's when I know that I'm
gotta clean that shit, guys. If you want a good joint.
That's when I know I'm too ripped to be rolling. Is when they start stabbing through. I'm like, oh, I should have just put it in a pipe. I knew I should have just put it in a pipe. But I smoked cigarettes forever, and I quit 3 years ago. So I love the sensation of smoking a J.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a habit.
It's scratching in it.
It's a habit.
Oh yeah. It's been this summer will be 3 full years, and I still have dreams that I'm smoking cigarettes.
I have memories where I can't remember if I just smoked or not. Like I'll come in from outside. I'm like, did I just smoke a cigarette? Holy shit! I just did. I was like, wait, no, I didn't. What's wrong with me? I don't even have any. But I remember. I was like, oh yeah, when I went out and smoked.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't.
Let me just
make that up.
Let me just clear this up right away. Any form of marijuana is legal in Canada. So yes, dabs and wax and
look at my dab.
And it is, as long as it's the government stuff, right? There's still black market stuff, which actually a lot of it can walk all over the government shit. But government's got some pretty potent fucking shit. That's for sure.
Same
yeah,
here.
I think I figured that out by going to Colorado.
And that's another thing. Like I've gone to Colorado and Oregon. Like I don't know if it's because I'm not from there, but their pot was amazing. It was, because you get immune to this stuff in your area after a while.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, it's not like one region will hold the market because the different regions produce different strains better.
Here in Southern California, we get Northern California feeds us. we are sucking on the teat of Northern California because they have some of the best pot in the world.
Yep. Well, BC has won between Australia, Jamaica, and BC. They keep winning the Cannabis Cup every year.
I tell the story about how I went all the way.
Cannabis Cup.
Yep. High times, Cannabis Cup. It's a thing.
I went all the way. My friend and I, we still tell the story about how we went all the way to Amsterdam to see pot from Vancouver, Canada.
Amsterdam? What? Just come here. I'll set
we were kids. No, we were kids. We were traveling. We were traveling, and we're nervous because we're traveling. I told a story earlier on Sam's stream. I bought pot off a bum when I got off the train because I was so happy to be in Amsterdam. And then we get to the shops and everything, and my friend throws a menu on me. He's like, "Look at where this pot's from." It was from Humboldt and BC. So we literally had traveled around the world to smoke pot that was up the street from us. We still laugh about that. Good times. Yeah, being young and dumb. Good times.
The Cannabis Cup.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. It's a thing.
That sounds like a world on Mario Kart, and then and then you got to win the Cannabis Cup,
the THC trophy.
You don't know about the you don't know about the Cannabis Cup?
Funny you mentioned that, Mikey. Hang on.
I want to be one of those guys in the picture at High Times. Hey, Cannabis Cup 2022.
That would be an honor.
Mice.
Oh my goodness.
I quit smoking weed last August. This is so helpful.
Sorry, Mike. Sorry.
Come on. There we go.
Oh,
Oh my god, I have too many.
you guys
t-shirts.
crack me up.
Oh, you know what?
So
I'm wearing my bandana right now. I'm a bandana dude, and I've been wearing bandanas for a long time. Hang on, one second.
It's like in my little Nintendo 64 cartoon brain, the whole opening sequence of Mario Kart is all THC themed. It's very fun in here.
I would love to go to the Cannabis Cup. That would be
Dude, you know how
amazing.
Yoshi looks? Just imagine him with like red eyes.
You know I got a 64 sitting right here.
Fucking toad. Oh.
Bandanas are excellent. You know, hats
Found it.
hats get dirty and you can't really wash them. If you wash them, you fuck them up. Like
Oh,
bandana,
no, bro.
like you could take a bandana and if you get cut, you can like just stripe it off. Oh heck yeah!
Perfect.
Hey, can someone please tell Grant to shut up? Because man, this dude, he just
He's
won't
very
stop.
loud.
I know, man.
today.
Well, you've been talking about drugs this whole time, and I have
He
very
has no experience.
much no
You
experience
haven't-
with that.
Oh,
All right. Well, then that's something that's fun to talk about. So, Grant, of all the drugs that you've heard of,
of all
is
the
there any
bugs,
that have of all the bugs
Don't
that
let
have
me up
drug your intrigue? What have you ever been curious about trying anything?
Oof.
No?
My mom is like that.
You know, one time I said, "What's mescaline?" And then I took some and I found out and I kind of regretted it. Not
Yeah.
kind of. I had a great time, but it's like, oh, this has been fun. When is this going to stop?
I'd like to get off the ride now.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine. I haven't gotten to do it, but a personal friend of mine told me his story. He said he saw himself come out of himself, and then himself started running, and he started chasing himself, and he ran in the desert for like a long time. I don't know.
Oh my
That
goodness.
stuff. I've heard some
Wake
stories
up
about that stuff.
exhausted.
Okay, so when something like that happens, this is from experience. You think you're running, but you're literally running in place doing the Running Man, looking like a crazy person. Hallucinating the show is all internal. You look insane on the outside. You know, everybody else. You look
That's
crazy.
probably very true.
That was one of my favorite episodes of Cowboy Bebop. Is when they thought they were eating shiitake mushrooms and they weren't. And Spike was going up an endless staircase, and he was just on the first step, just going up and down.
There was one time I thought I was running, and my cousin grabbed me. He's like, "Bro, where the f do you think you're going? You look crazy. Settle down. Settle down."
I'm going up there.
Oh, and that's another thing. We always made sure we had one person who was sober enough to talk to the cops or give our medical information to the paramedics.
Yep, that's right. We did
public
the same.
service announcement: do not do drugs. But if you choose to, make sure you have someone sober with you that's responsible.
That's
Yeah.
Very important. The first
For
time,
real.
at least.
Yeah. Oh,
Seriously.
Yeah, here I'll sign all their death certificates. Yeah, no problem.
There's basically only been one time that I've been really effectively high on drugs. That was after my major surgery.
Oh,
Give me some really strong pain medication and stuff. But
yeah, you get the good stuff.
I was about to say, hey,
Oh, yeah, they had me on perks when I got out of surgery.
we call that Michael Jackson style around here. You got to be rich to get those kind of drugs.
yeah, my parents had some stories about what I was talking about during that week. I didn't
really?
remember any of it.
They actually have. You just go to YouTube. You can find all kinds of videos where kids come home from the dentist.
Oh,
They
and
say
they're-
it's
and they're
weird.
still on the whatever Novocaine or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
they're all like,
No. It's the
Gas.
put you under gas. Yeah, it's the gas.
yeah, the gas.
nitrous.
Oh yeah, some of the shit that they talk about just fucking
What-
hilarious.
Was there? Am I mistaken? But was there a kid who said, "Is this real life?"
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Oh,
one of
yes. Great videos. Great. I love those videos.
And some of them, like it sounds like, oh, they're just talking jibber jabber, but like a couple of like the like teenage girls like looking at doctors like, I need you to be my boyfriend right now. And they're like out of his. No, right now you're my boyfriend. You, mom, my boyfriend, and then so they're just like in their own little world.
Yep.
It's funny,
It is.
and it's sometimes it's stupid, and they're like, yeah, mom, I love guys with a dude. I was like, oh my god, stop her, turn her off, cut the mic.
I just realized we still had the same background from the interview. Let's change it up a bit here. Let's go with X-Wings. There we go.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
I live in outer space anyways.
Tobin's doing the music.
By the way, hang on 1 second here. I finally got in the mail. They forgot to ship it to me, by the way. Hold
You
on.
got to ship it before you stick. Never mind.
You got to ship it.
Yeah.
That's where my brain
Uh-oh.
went.
I think I know what that is.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's the setup for my green screen stuff.
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Great
Ah,
setup, so I'll be able to do my green screen once I figure out how to do this. But yeah,
first you take off the plastic, Neil, and then
Don't listen to her. That's what the rookies do.
hey,
Real
I've,
challenge
I've
you with the
read
plastic on.
instructions before. I'm totally one up on all of you guys.
I always thought it was
Only
kind of cool. You're like in this white room, and I can see a corner right behind you, but you seem like you pull stuff out of just like out of nowhere.
He's
that
actually on
corner, and
this.
there's another corner over there. Weirdly enough,
He's got like shelves and shit and a desk, and there's just stuff everywhere. So you
He's
can
on
just
the-
grab everything.
He's on the same set as John Oliver.
it's all the stuff that you see me grabbing is usually to beside me or in front of me. I have a couple of shelves, like my TV is over there and stuff like that. So, my big ass TV. No, it literally looks like a big ass. No, I'm kidding.
It's shaped like an ass. The screen
Man, where do you
itself
buy that at?
is an ass. It's not an
I wanna
ass
watch
with like a
it
square
all night
circle.
long.
I could get you one. I could get you one. Here in LA, I can get you one. I can get you.
I
It's
gotta-
only
let me
10
call a
grand,
couple.
but
I
I
know a
got
guy.
you, man.
I know a guy.
Kendra, can
You
we
wanna-
get a big ass screen TV?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that.
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking for something here. We took away my logo, Mikey. Oh, because it was blocking out.
Yeah, it
Tobin,
was
right?
blocking.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on here. I haven't looked at the chat in a while. Oh, hey, Clockwork. Right? How you doing, man? Neil's Magic Closet. Yeah, pretty much. We used to have a kids show here in Canada called Mr. Dress Up, and he had something called the Tickle Trunk.
Oh Lord!
I know. You think about it now, it's like
such an
whoa.
innocent time.
It was because that's where he kept all his costumes, and he'd reach into the tickle trunk, and he'd always have an appropriate costume for whatever game they were playing.
And the
So
bad
that-
little
that-
girls and boys.
My room is literally his tickle trunk now. So, okay, that sounds bad.
Woo!
There are toys everywhere. I could open a shop, but they're used.
That's okay.
Oh, Tobin left. Remind me to tell Tobin the best way to wash his hats. Oh, there he is.
Rinse off,
Tobin.
and you're good to go, right?
What's up?
No. So you're talking about what kind of hat? Like washing a hat? You're talking about like a baseball cap?
Yeah, with the just that front rim and
Yeah, with the typical baseball cap or whatever.
They make those.
So what you got to do is they sell it at like anywhere that sells hats. It's a little frame,
Mhm.
and you snap your hat up in there. You
White
put that
plastic.
and then you put that bad boy in the dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
Sanitizes everything your hats.
So if I ever see one of those at like a thrift store or anything, I always buy those things. Those things are amazing.
They're the best. They're the best invention ever. If you wear hats.
Oh yeah.
How did we get so far in life without these things?
I just buy tough hats and just throw them in the washing machine, honestly. But my nice ones like this, no, they don't get thrown in the washer.
I wear this
like
at work.
that
I
too.
don't care. I don't care if this stinks. I wear this one at work. Like I could care less. Hats are personal. Hats are real, but I wear a bandana under it so it doesn't smell as bad as it should.
Well, but the key here is if you do have a stinky, sweaty hat, no one's gonna put it on their head.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, hats are personal, and no one like, 'cause
Yeah,
there's
I
been
don't
a few
trade
women
hats.
that are like, "Oh, that's so hot." They'll take it off my head, and they're like, they smell it, and they're like, "Oh, that's so gross." They put it right back on my head. Hats
So
are
if you wanna-
personal.
If you don't want to have the smelly hat, you should get your own hat. See that? See how that works? I'll just be taking that.
There's a store in every direction. We're in LA. Go pick a hat.
You saw a pretty woman. Make it happen.
Probably happens a lot more than we think around here.
No, here's a good one. All right, hang on.
That movie where they tried to force Julia Roberts' quasi attractiveness down my throat.
So we had.
Hi, Christian.
Oh no, Jartan. Holy fuck! Now he shows up.
Wow.
Oh man.
Hold on, I think I know that guy.
Hold on.
I did a thing. It might be illegal.
Uh-oh. Shh. Stop confessing your sins.
That's Mr. Dress Up. See, so and that's the tickle trunk that he.
Oh my God! What are the hands?
Oh, that was the coat, the 6-arm coat. So yeah, and he encouraged kids to use their imagination with this stuff. So yeah, that's Mr. Dress Up, and that's Casey and Finnegan, the two puppets.
Huh.
They should. Is Whose Line still on, or did they take it down?
I think it's still going. I think.
Is Drew Carey the host? If he's not, it's not Whose Line.
It might be Wayne Brady.
No, Drew Carey's not hosting anymore. Drew Carey can't. He's doing Price is Right, dude.
Yeah.
He's got what's it
Contract,
called?
baby.
Moonlights.
No, he's
Moonlights
contract.
or
He's a contract.
No.
They don't do that shit.
You can't do that.
I can't remember the name of the gal that took over for Whose Line, but
Aisha Taylor.
something like that. Yeah.
A tall, hot black chick. That's what it is.
Yeah, totally. Aisha Tyler. Yeah, that's the one.
I know because my nephew has like a secret crush on her. He's like, that is the only woman that I would tell everybody else to fuck off for. Her. Of course, he's real tall, so it would be comparable. He's like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Candace Parker, formerly of the WNBA.
Okay, so I met her, and like I've actually dated a woman who was 6'4". You have to be secure with yourself when a woman towers over you.
Got to know what's up.
Oh, I'm 5'9". I used to walk around like this with her. I didn't care. She was gorgeous.
I got a buddy who used to always make that joke. He was like 5'4" on a good day.
Will got some pneumatic stilts.
I wear cowboy boots, you know.
Hey, look.
That makes me 5'11"-ish.
There's one thing about date, and now I'm 5'6.5", 5'7.5" with shoes on. And I dated a chick that was 6'3", and I'm gonna tell you the best part about it is every time she came home, when she hugged me, I had tits in my face.
Yeah.
It was great. I had no problem with it.
I hear that.
Neil's just like, ha, I'm 6'8" already.
Yeah, it is like,
This is why Neil and I get along.
right? Yeah, it's because I'm sorry, but she'd have to be like 9.5 feet tall in order for that to happen to me.
No. Just like 7'4" would be comparable.
Hands
I'm,
like a badminton racket.
I'm like
Feet
a
like
hair
a
shy of
choo-choo
like
train.
6'4". So if I put my boots on, I'm over 6'5". So there you go.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah. Of course, I can always just sit on my knees too, right?
Those things were like couch cushions.
You can hang your hat on it.
Dude, that was the best pillow in the world. Babe, lay down. Oh yeah.
So how you doing, Jartan? You barely survived your little shindig that you had earlier there, man.
Dude, I did something illegal.
Oh,
Look at him. Looking for the crunchiest, saltiest thing in the house.
oh.
It's not legal here, and I did a lot of it.
Oh, the marijuanas.
No. I'm scared of I'm scared of needles. I can't do the marijuana.
Can't do the marijuanas. I'm afraid of needles.
Well, he's wrong. You don't do that. You snort it. I've seen it. I saw it on the internet. That's what the kids do. They snort the marijuanas.
If someone's
That's what you always do. Snort
That would
everything.
burn so damn bad. Oh my goodness.
When I was a kid, I had a 5-foot bong, and we used to have this challenge to see who could hit my dad's pipe tobacco.
Oh man.
We put just a little bit of pipe tobacco. It was so harsh. No, like, I had tolerance because I grew up around smokers, but you'd have to have some tar lungs to take a bong hit of pipe tobacco, especially
Did
old
y'all?
school.
How many of y'all have done like banana peels, dried out the little rind on the? Yeah, I was told as a teenager, they were like, "Oh, this will get you high."
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Kids are still falling for that shit?
I did. I
They
mean,
told us when I was in school too, and I'm pretty sure I'm way older than you.
it doesn't work. It takes forever to try to dry that
know
shit
what?
out.
Honestly, a long time ago, I quit believing people in general when I was in high school and a friend of mine was like, "Hey, take this sugar cube. It'll only mess you up for a couple hours." Man, I was high as hell for 3 days. I didn't believe another human being. I didn't believe another human being after that ever again. I said thank you. I came up to him 3 days later and was like, "Thank you," but I never believed it.
Grant, what the hell are you doing?
He's just, I don't know.
Every time he comes back in, he's got something else on.
Maybe he's making a slideshow with his screenshots.
It's like he's gone all incognito. It's like, don't worry, buddy. I got a VPN going. We're okay.
Right. You can wear bandanas and hats at the same time. You can join them. You don't have to just be a hat wearer or a bandana wearer. You can wear them both, right?
Yeah. Jartan doesn't give no shits about wearing headgear. Look at him. He's just got the flowing hair going on. Oh, he's doing the bun thing.
He just cut it.
Oh no! What?
We call them Rasputin too many times, I think.
But he still kind of has that thing going on there.
All right. If you want to talk about gear, dude, all right, let me give you a bit of a rundown.
All right.
Here we go.
Right. Because I got the shit for you. Here you go.
Show and tell time.
That's beautiful.
1 out of 400. Wow. Gibson Les Pauls.
Oh, that's nice.
You see that?
Zach Wilder.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Barely finished
I met
Bussos.
the man, so we talked a little bit about his guitars.
Yes, we have.
No, I've met Zach Wild.
He's not talking about you.
We're talking about me now.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
That looks like a studio. Is that a Gibson studio?
SG 1963.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh, with the humbuckers.
Yes. Beautiful.
Humbuckers are the shit.
I'm sorry, I just had a guitar gasm.
Beautiful.
That's the way we do it.
I just puked a little bit.
That's gorgeous, dude. I think it's my favorite of all the ones you have so far. Look at him, he's all staggering and shit.
I'll go and get you one that will make you come just because you want to.
Always want to. What are you talking about?
Only if I don't cluck while I'm doing it.
That's right. Apparently, as long as I'm not at the dinner table. So.
Oh my god, that's the perfect Jarthin
Great.
joke. I can't wait till he gets back and hears that.
They cut that
Right.
out now too. My God.
I think the coolest guitar I've ever played was the Rickenbacker, and it was a 12-string. That thing was really fun to play around with. It was like a one that you would see like the Beatles playing with.
Ooh.
Man, I really like the color schemes
Wow.
of those.
It's matte black.
And the gold.
You see that?
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Look at that. Holy shit. Nice.
One
Nice.
piece of mahogany.
One piece.
Yep.
One
Single,
piece.
unibody or whatever they call them.
Yep.
You got the locking nuts and
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just go ahead and box that up for me, homeboy. Just I'll DM you my
So I
information.
got this. I did a tour with a famous Swedish Norwegian black metal band back in 2012. And Schecter said, "We'll build you any guitar you want and the specs that you want, but you have to play it on the entire tour."
Deal.
Right.
One piece of mahogany.
That's
One
awesome.
piece of mahogany, as you can see.
Yeah, box it up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is
like
it
that's
baritone?
going to happen.
It's a baritone. It's got the blackouts from D&D back and front. Sounds like a fucking monster, this thing. This
Keep going.
Neil.
Neil's like, I'm almost there. Go ahead.
Just a little bit slower. Just a little bit slower, though.
Tell me about the whammy bar. Tell me about the whammy bar.
Just slow it down a
Keep
little
it
bit.
over one more
That's
time.
right.
Show it fast. Show its
back
ass.
in front. All right. And I did this to I have this really beautiful dual rectifier. Makes it sound like it's a fucking monster, mate. It's like it's a 6-string, but it sounds like a 7-string. This guitar,
I think Will's dying.
yeah, one of a kind, produced only for me.
And then given to me as a gift. Wow, great story. I love the end the best. And that is the
You'll never
story
see
of
that.
how he gave me that guitar, guys. And
It's
that
a
is the
beauty.
story.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's the
Dave
beauty.
said. Dave said, make sure you tune that really
yeah,
well for
chat.
Neil before you send it to him.
I keep forgetting. I keep going into the brand stuff and banners and shit. And I keep forgetting to look at the chat.
You know, I actually have an etiquette question.
Oh.
Yes. I am new to Facebook. Okay, and I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
about. I'm new to all these like features and stuff, and like
Get off Facebook. Get on Twitter.
Run.
The answer is 42.
Run,
Always
bro.
42.
Run.
No. I got a 7-day mute on Twitter. I got a 3rd-day mute on Facebook. I'm basically muted everywhere on Discord. Instagram doesn't seem to like any of my dick pics. I don't know what to do.
Weird.
But what I'm
maybe,
really
maybe you stop making, painting, world leaders' pictures on it, and then maybe.
there are some things that kind of suck about it, but I have had some people that interact in our chat and stuff. There's a couple of people who have called me and we've talked, and like there's it's kind of cool, like, but what I wonder is like how, like, if I use that DM texting or the messaging thing on it, is that like if I was to just text anybody, is that irritating to other people? Like, I will talk to people, but like I don't know how
I have Messenger, and it depends if there's a certain thing of reciprocation. So if you send them a message and they don't message you back, then they don't want to
Leave
talk
them
to
alone.
you. Yeah,
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Life
like
is just
spot on.
give and take,
Yeah.
Like I have a one text rule. Like if I text someone and they don't text back, like, hey, no skin off my back.
Right.
Like, hey.
Right.
Which is cool. Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah, but
but you
hold
have
on.
you have to be friends with that person though, or like kind of know them. Like I'm not gonna randomly text a stranger though, ever.
That's what, and I get that shit, and I generally ignore or delete the shit. But
See,
most of the time, my messenger is turned off, so I may not get your tweet because I get fucking hammered with shit all the time. So I may not get it, and I might check it later. And go, oh shit, fucking Will sent me a message, and I didn't respond. I feel like crap now. So.
Well, that's different though because like I've come on your after parties and stuff. I was on your show. Like I know you're a cool guy. If someone randomly sent me a message, I'm like, sorry. I get a lot of hate too because I talk a lot of trash. So I have to filter out the weirdos to begin with. Like, all right.
So you think it's all right?
Give me a second. So
Okay.
the cowboy hat, the American flags, kind of warrants a bit of our explanation.
Oh, I'm a flag shagger. This is just to show the absurdity. Full flag shagger. And brown people live here too. And we're not like on the movies either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah, but
and I own and work at a ranch. And so the cowboy hat is just to stop skin cancer. And then it became a way of life after a while. Because I've been wearing it since I was a little kid. I was told as a little kid, like, get a big hat. And
looks like you still haven't grown into it yet, Will.
Yeah.
5 more years, Neil. He'll be there.
No, I wear it low, man. It gets like 100, I live in the outskirts of LA. It gets like 105, 106 out here. So
you know what I do in those days?
The thing that I'm trying to ask you is that, like, I'm sitting across the pond, right?
Yeah.
Probably in a pond.
Probably in the pond. But if somebody did that over here, like, we'll have an argument. So
you should wear that exact outfit tomorrow.
Yeah, but I live in America where everybody has guns. Like most people mind their own business. If someone was to make the mistake of even trying to like come on my street, we have a rule that if somebody's house is broken into and you hear gunshots, do not come outside because everybody's going to be shooting from every angle. So don't be stupid enough to go running out in the middle of the street if you hear drama.
Ain't no telling.
Yeah,
I know. I'm from a different planet. I know.
No. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm on the same stage in Florida.
And also, like I've had different sets and stuff, but the flags just invoke crazy stuff out of people, so they're staying.
No, you're like, for me, it's
like they did with
it
Jartan.
For me, it warrants, some questions that needs to be answered, because I'm not in the US, allegedly.
Pretty sure he's on a soundstage in Florida. He just pretends to be Norwegian.
Make it look like my room at home.
And everybody, make sure to check out Mikey's.
You dick.
You want to shut the fuck up, Nate?
Yeah.
I'll be right back, kids. I just sent a link to Clockwork Rex through Discord, so he'll probably pop in. Mike is beyond the way. I'll be watching from the chat I'm gonna go and partake in my lead.
Oh, fuck off.
I've been smoking this. This is my second J right here. Quite literally.
I hate.
This is why we're friends, Will. This is why we're friends.
I've been smoking this entire time.
No, but here's the deal, right? If you're floating, the American flags and the cowboy hat and all of that, you understand the implications that it makes for us sitting in Europe. That it warrants some sort of an explanation.
You know, as an American, I owe nothing to anyone from the UK. We fought a
I'm not
war
from
over
the
that
UK. I'm not from the UK.
or in Europe in general.
The European Union.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
No. I'm just saying, like, what's your question?
My question is, what's up with the flags, the hats, and
you
the
just
paper?
said.
The
It's
hat.
honestly,
I mean,
the hat. I honestly, I own a ranch. I'm from a family that owns a ranch. It's a way of life.
the
And
sun
the
is so freaking hot. I bet, man. I bet that gives you so
that
much
hot.
shade.
And I
It
rode.
blocks the sun, don't it?
I rode bike.
Jartan is just confused by the idea of heat because he
I rode
lives on an
motorcycles.
ice cube up in the middle of the frozen north
No. I rode motorcycles for 10 years. So
and
like,
sunshine.
I'm from a different. I just have a different way of life. It's just Americans are a little bit different than the movies, man. They're just a little bit different. Like we're eccentric people.
Okay. So I live somewhere where we don't get sunlight 6 months of the year. Would I be sitting inside wearing, the entire fucking?
I'm pretty sure you guys sleep outside during that part of the year.
But like that's the reason why I keep the flags up, because it's more at this point it's more of a social experiment because it freaks the shit out of people. And it's cloth.
No, but it doesn't freak me out. I'm asking you a
He's freaking
question
out.
about.
You know,
I don't think I think I know, but I've answered it a couple times.
Will, you've been more than gracious. Jartan, be nice.
I think
You're high.
I'm
You're not paying
gaudy as
attention.
fuck. No, I'm gaudy as fuck. I understand. I'm like way over the top, but it's me. It's one of those things.
you guys have to understand.
Wait. I'll make a point.
Here we go. This is sure to go well.
Should I just whip it out and win or what?
You just have a bald eagle on a
what's up, everybody?
perch.
I have a bald eagle furry head. Don't make me go in the other room and go get.
I mean, you won't get it, but it's fine. I know you won't get it, so it's fine. Clockwork. What up, man?
Hey, how's everybody?
Hey Rex, what's up?
God, I love your voice. Such a cool voice.
Oh, not a lot.
Oh wow! Check out that delay.
Well, thank you very much.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there was a little hiccup there. I don't know what that was about. Yeah,
This is very interesting.
My flags scare the crap out of people.
Hmm.
It turns in every time.
I think. Well, what I was going to say was I don't think he understands the implication with racism and people saying that if you're of some color that's not white, that you don't belong in America and all of that. Maybe he doesn't understand all of that.
I think
America's a melting pot. America's a melting pot.
Amen, brother.
And we sell our stereotypes. And so if it doesn't fit, it scares the holy crap out of people.
This is how I look when I ride a snowmobile.
That's awesome.
Why don't you dress like that every day? I would wear that every day.
Man. You look really awesome.
That'd be badass.
I would
look
put
like a
teeth-
fucking action hero.
Right? Looks like he's from Halo or something.
Yeah, you look like Master Queef.
But why would I look like this when I'm doing this?
Mikey.
What the fuck?
That's pretty good.
I will have to say that is not
Should
the
I
same thing.
sit here with like a Swedish and Norwegian flag?
Hey man, live your life, man. You do you.
Jartan, why is this important?
I just don't get it. Like,
okay, then just don't get it. Just don't get it then.
No, we're just gonna sit here like this.
All right. Suit yourself, big guy.
Like I said, the flags are staying. They get all kinds of crazy. I've been called the Antichrist, all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, but dude, what the fuck?
It's an inside joke. I tried to tell you that, but hey, what do I know? I only know Will.
You
We talked
tried
to him
to
for like
jump in that,
10
but
hours.
let him tell me the inside joke that I
It's
don't.
it's not it's not worth explaining. You're not getting it, so it's okay.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
You
Ameri-
are. I gotta
Oh, go
make
ahead.
I'm gonna make a buzzkill video to play instead of the technical difficulty. I'm gonna make a buzzkill one.
Today in America, 10,000 cats died on the street. Oh, that was a buzzkill.
That was a buzzkill. I'm liking my buzz right now. It's not helping me in Halo though. It's funny that you brought up Master Chief. I was like, I'm playing Halo. Quick,
I have
Rolodex. Give me all my Halo jokes.
I have like a
Is
2
Rex
foot.
backstage? He said he might be.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I have
Oh, I
like a
think he
2
bounced out for a
foot
second.
Master Chief statue over here that I got
Love
from
that.
was it KB stores that was going out of business?
Oh, KB Toys.
Yeah, back in
Nice.
the day. It's an old display piece. They're worth like $1.50. I think I might just keep it. I'm probably just gonna keep the thing.
You're such a
dude.
hoarder, Will.
Well, I buy lockers and stuff, and I sell all the furniture, and I give away 70% of the stuff, and I keep all the cool stuff.
You
Let's
sound
be
like
real.
you sound like my fiance when she says, "Look, I saved more money than I spent." It's like
You don't have a fiance.
she's like, "Look, I got this, and it was only $15." I'm like, "But you have 40."
Stop
So
picking
even
up
though it was a good deal, I don't know that
people.
41.
So let's be real.
Mikey. We love you. You don't have to make up people around you. Like we know that
She
thing isn't real, right?
she's just bashful.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and she lives in another state.
Yeah, my girlfriend goes to another school.
Goes
In Canada.
No, you guys have never seen my super cool girlfriend. She's super hot and like super awesome, but like she goes to another school. That's why you guys don't like. I only see her on the weekends, like so.
But if you want to see what Mikey does when
Enough you.
go to his website. He's got a website.
You know what? I'm gonna buy that domain back, and guess what? I'm changing the name to.
Fuck me.
Get you trending on Twitter so fast with that outfit on. One screenshot.
Rex had to reboot. That's
Okay.
where he went. So everybody knows.
Look at the audacity of this woman.
I went and bought the rights to godlesssewing.com a long time ago.
She over here sitting next to me talking trash.
Oh my.
No, okay.
Oh my god.
Jokes aside, but jokes aside, Godless Suey, do you understand why you're?
Oh my god, dude, leave it, bro.
No,
leave
no,
it, bro.
no. Want to ask a question?
Call him and ask him. I don't know. But
You know
we're
what?
trying to-
DM me. No, DM me because I'm getting a greatest hits going. So DM me on Twitter. I'm not even kidding.
at Godless Sewing.
I bought that a while ago.
Right, we're done. None. You don't have that discussion, but Jesus Christ. Fucking snowflakes.
Shut up.
Oh,
Here you are. Like you don't want to have discussion.
you're
It's like
killing
it's
the
uncomfortable for you, and then you don't want to have
No,
it.
because you clearly don't know Will, and you don't because you don't know Will, you don't get it. Like
It's
that's
a
why
snowflake
you're like you're not
doily.
No, I
getting
made
it.
this. Hey, I made this doily for people that talk. I made this on purpose.
Let
Every
me
time
get
someone
to know
says
him
snowflake,
then, without
every time
all
someone
of you.
says snowflake, I'm gonna wave my doily.
But don't
I
you
made this.
get that you interrogating him about his background is not the best way to get to know somebody?
How am I supposed
Sure it is, Mikey.
to
Just
know him?
That's what
come
everyone
out
does.
Kicking
That's what
and
everyone
screaming
does.
and cussing, and calling them
That's what
names.
everyone-
That's how I do it. That's how I
That's
make
what you
friends.
do, you know?
Jesus.
Like no one does that. That's not how you get to know people. Will, what kind of stuff do you sew, my brother? Everything, right?
Everything. I sew vests. I used to, before I put all these flags up, I had all these drapes and everything. I make everything by hand, repair. Most like Godless Sewing was born from helping out people on the streets and like finding all the waste around LA and the millions and millions of pounds of clothes that just get thrown in the incinerator every year, and helping it go to people who are in need. Especially around here, we have over 200,000 homeless people on the streets.
Wow.
So yeah, America, fuck yeah, we don't take care of our own. Somebody has
America,
to.
fuck yeah.
So I do.
What did I say,
what we
Will?
all
What
get.
did I say? If all the Christians out there who preach this crap on Sunday each helped one person, we'd have no homeless people.
That's why I always say talk is cheap. Like
There are
on the street.
way more Christians than homeless people.
That's right.
Facts. Big facts.
Do that shit, man. Serve your Lord.
Or serve pancakes.
I don't care. Just help somebody out.
Do
Talking
both
shit
and
on
just
Sunday and then beating your kids on Monday.
do both
Right.
and not be preachy about it. That's the whole thing, you know. And that's the thing. Like whenever I help anybody, I tell them like just help somebody else out.
That's exactly what I do.
Spread that shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's all you
forward,
really
man.
can do. That's all you really can do.
Spread
And if you haven't
love,
seen
not
that
COVID.
movie, you should watch it. It's a good movie.
So
Yeah.
are all your snowflakes done by
Oh.
soaking your decks? So
What are you
ask-
talking about?
No,
What's
no,
up
no.
with you? What's up with you, big guy? What's
No,
going
no,
on?
No,
You're coming off a bit prickish. You're coming off.
Do you
a bit
need a
prickish.
hug?
I am
What's
a bit of
wrong?
a prick. So here's the deal, right?
Oh Lord.
You godless serious understand?
I
that
understand way more. I understand the implications. I understand everything you're saying, and I'm just not buying it. We're two dudes on the internet, and you're taking exception of who I am, and there's
No,
nothing
no,
I can
No,
do
I'm not.
except
I'm
for
asking
just
you questions. I'm asking you questions. I'm not taking any implications to anything. I'm just saying. I'm sitting across the pond. I'm looking at a guy with a cowboy hat and 15,000 American flags behind him.
And I'm exercising my prejudice, and like that's like the definition, bro. Like you're not gonna win this. Like, what do you stop?
hey, they're just ginormous.
What?
There's
I am
big
trying
flags.
to understand. I'm not exercising prejudice. I'm trying to understand.
You're judging
How
him
is
without
that-
knowing him.
How is that hard for you?
No, I told you. I put them up, and they're invoking all kinds of crazy things out of people. So it's become a social experiment at this point.
So you're doing it to provoke.
What does that even mean? I'm not trying to provoke anybody. It's a flag. How in no way, shape, or form can I make you feel anything. You came on stream and saw my flags and then had questions for me.
Yeah,
I'm literally sitting here smoking the rest of this shaky O, waiting to the point where I get to the nuggy O. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally
trying to get to the new batch, baby. I gotta get there.
I'm literally putting all of this in my pipe and I'm smoking it. Quite literally.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I rebooted it. Yeah, everything's a
Oh,
lot better.
much better.
See,
Don't make
that's
me
why I
think.
said Will is my brother from another mother. I fucking love you, man. Welcome back, Rep.
Oh,
Oh, did I hear you? Did I hear you say you were a rancher there, Godless?
yeah. My family owns a ranch.
So you know the joys of working with cattle.
Since as long as I can remember.
That's weird. I didn't know that about you.
Oh, yeah.
You're a farm kid?
Well, I lived off ranch, but my family's owned it, and we've had animals, all kinds of things. Property is power, man.
Word.
Like honestly, as the one thing I learned from my grandfather when he came back from World War II, he just started moved north of LA County and started buying land. He's just a smart guy.
You know, they're not making any more of it, right? That's it.
Tell that to the volcanoes.
Yeah.
Some volcano just cried out there. It's like, I'm doing the best I can.
Some fault line is waiting in anticipation.
He'll never see it coming.
Watch this
I
shit.
can swim. I can swim.
Well, everyone's waiting for this half of where I live to break off in the ocean, but I'm actually on the hard side of the plate. Take that however you want. So I'd be on beachfront property. I'd be on straight out beachfront property.
Is that kind of like the wrong side of the stick? Actually, no, that is the right
No,
side of the stick.
that's like holding. the stick.
Actually, my brother and I were discussing this, and he said due to the way the plates are set up, it's not going to go off into the ocean. It's going to go northward and rub against the where you are, and it's going to tear shit up, and houses will disappear. And
we've been rocking a lot lately because I've every time I sit in here, I'm like, oh, there's an earthquake. Like for real, I go online and there's a seismograph, and it'll show you exactly where it was, and they keep on getting closer and closer and closer.
Well,
but I'm ready. I'm ready though. I'm ready for everything. I have water and bullets, so I'm ready.
Word.
Yeah, that's why they can't convince me to go live off on one of the coasts. One coast is full of hurricanes, and the other coast is just waiting to fall apart and break off into space or something. I don't know.
See that's one of the reasons I moved where I'm at, Mikey. I'm in a good spot, man.
That's the one crappy thing about California is that like I have all this really nice stuff in here, but I could walk in here and it could all be in a pile in the corner one morning.
Yeah.
No,
can't do it.
I think
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Same.
I don't think you can escape that. Anywhere.
And you can't run from earthquake. There's nowhere to go. You literally have to sit there. And
how long did y'all try?
I've been around for quite a few of major earthquakes, and there's nothing you can do but put your head between your legs.
No, Mikey, you run when there's an earthquake. First of all, it will throw your ass around. Second of all, if you do get to running, something is going to fall on you. It's just that's just the way it is.
No, but he's safe. He could just take one of those flags and he'll be safe.
My God, it's not the Catholic flag. Sorry.
They have a flag?
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
No shit.
I have a couple. I actually have a couple.
In the world. You think they don't have a flag?
What is the Catholic flag look like, B?
Yeah, Vatican City.
No, they have a flag.
Well,
I don't know
Vatican
what it
City
looks
has its
like.
own flag.
I'm a recovering Catholic. I'm trying to leave that part behind me.
I'm trying to
escape. No, you're just saying that they have a Catholic flag, but you're trying to leave.
Yeah, there are
flags.
Do you want me to look it up for you? You don't have a good computer? Okay, I got it, honey. Don't you worry. I got two monitors here.
But there's a vast amount, though, because if you really wanted to
I
get
got
deep
three.
into it,
It's white and it's gold. Jesus Christ, dude.
You're gonna watch back at this, and I'm gonna give you so much shit.
Right?
Is Neil messing around, or did he get locked out of his house?
Oh, this is fun.
He talked about weed too much. He had to get a big. Oh, God damn it! A fat joint. Oh, it's Saturday. Yeah, he's definitely filling it.
All right, you ready, Mikey?
Years. Pow.
That would be the flag that flies at the Vatican. And you can buy it for $6.45. Apparently, it's really cheap.
Where's my
bag?
It's a cheap
flag.
I have all kinds of crazy flags.
And there's another flag. There's more flags. This is just the one I was thinking of.
I have the flag of the United Federation of Planets next to my washing machine.
Where's your pirate flag?
You should probably fly that instead of the flag of the last civilization fucking.
I have a 30-foot flagpole. I have a 30-foot flagpole next to my house, and I always rock an American flag. And I flew a pirate flag one day, and I scared the hell out of my neighbors.
Like I knew he was coming for us. He's ready to strike.
And the only reason
Spanish guy. Here we go. I knew it.
Like people start asking questions when they're scared. So like my neighbors were like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Someone just bought me a pirate flag, and I'm flying it. Okay." I would go straight to the flag. Like, look, I took it down and put the flag right back up.
I guess the Afghans took the joke.
The
Oh,
what's it called?
I've got a neighbor down the street that is still
I gotta ask my
flying
brother.
the Trump
He's been there more time than the
2020
Afghans
flag.
have been.
Yeah,
What's that, Ray?
it's crazy. Those Trump flags are gonna deteriorate out in the sun. They're not gonna take them down. They're just gonna like
Not
go back
fast
into
enough
the
for
dirt.
me, buddy.
So, Will,
Oh,
here's what you're
exactly.
gonna do.
Well,
You're
I
gonna
have another
you're
neighbor.
gonna
Well,
go ahead.
he lives on another road, and he flies the American flag and then flies the Confederate flag below it.
What?
It's
It's
weird.
like
Should I pull out my Confederate
weird.
flag that I made? Should I pull it out? It's got a big D on it.
You
Spoiler.
should.
Should? All right.
You should. Show that to
Confederate flag
everybody.
with an L on
I
it.
want to trigger this snowflake even more.
No, hold on. It's hilarious. And also, please note the color of the object in the center of the flag. It's important.
That's great. That's great.
Ah, pretty racist out there. There you go, assholes.
Don't teabag me with the fucking Confederate flag. God damn, what was that about?
So, Will, you're gonna put up your American flag for a long time, and then you're gonna pull up the Jolly Roger, and then you're gonna put a couple of sails on the top of your house. That's when the neighbors start getting worried. Like, is he trying to sail over here? What is happening?
I wish.
And then you just throw it. You just start like pulling up an anchor from like out of the
That's
sidewalk.
a Doctor Who episode. That's a Doctor
Build a
Who
couple fake crow's nests, put them on top of the house.
That's a Doctor Who episode with the space
Yeah, point a
pirate.
couple of
what is
point a
it?
couple of cannons out of the windows. Yeah, everybody be freaking out. Yeah,
Just get some black planters. That would be enough. They'd think they're cannons.
Rex, around here, if I pulled cannons out, my neighbors would start pulling cannons out.
Like, I knew he'd go to cannons eventually.
And cannon, same.
yeah.
So I'm guessing the
enough.
snowflake comment was directed towards me.
Yeah, because you're being
Bro,
a twat.
I'm not trying to get your goat, man. You're making me laugh. The flags have triggered so many people, and it's
No,
it's
no,
one of
I'm
those
just trying to understand, mate, because I'm not in your country. I don't live in your country. I'm just asking you.
Jartan is asking a different question than what you're answering.
America, fuck yeah.
we were watching something that
I
we were watching that
understand
video
it.
today. We were watching that video today earlier. It
No,
was actually
no. Like, you're talking to an alien, for fuck's sake. Can you please?
It was to
without
show
making
the
much
absurdity.
understand-
It was to show
make
I've
me-
said it multiple times now. It was to show the absurdity. It was to point out that people like me exist. It was to point out the erasure of what's going on in this country. And like your reaction is why these flags are staying up.
No.
Jartan is asking a different question than what you're asking.
You are
Travis,
quite-
Shut the fuck up for a second. Like, I'm
everything I
asking
want.
you.
You're giving me
legitimate
everything I want.
fucking
I'm gonna
question.
watch this later with my leg up. You are giving.
Why am I a joke? Like, what the
You're
fuck?
not a
I'm
joke.
asking-
You're not a joke. Will's just being funny.
No, but you're not being funny. I'm asking you a legitimate
I've
fucking
told you
question.
multiple times. We've moved on.
Can I
like
say
3
one
times.
thing that I said when
That shit
Jartan
ain't funny.
started walking
Oh,
away
this is
earlier? Can I just say one thing? Jartan, you have to understand that in the United States, people that are racist look at people of any kind of color that is not I'm the white dude, and they say that they don't belong here. Specifically like black and Hispanic dudes, which Will happens to be both. So he started out by like being like, bitch, I'm a patriot too. I live here. I'm a fucking US citizen. And then it started stirring up shit. So he just said, oh, well, this is interesting. And now he's just rolling with it.
Well, what you're talking about there,
if you
B, is like
understand the way racism is, if you read up on it a little bit here, you'll understand why. Like it's ugly. Anyways.
It's a thing.
what you're talking about there, B,
huge
is like territorialism, right? You're talking about somebody who happens to be racist, but they're also putting another layer on that by saying, not only do I judge and hate you for who you are because it's different from me, you also belong somewhere, or you don't belong here. Now,
Right.
what you're thinking about are the racists that are out there that have that prejudice, and they're looking at this motherfucker like you don't belong anywhere.
And
Right.
the reason
That's the shit that fucks me up.
Right.
And I take
Thank
exception to that too, because I've had family members that have served in every war since the Civil War, probably the Revolutionary War, I think.
Same
So it's one of those things where I'm like, there's nowhere else for me to go. Like, I'm an American. This is where I'm from, you know? And then when all the riots and everything started happening, people started tripping, you know? And I live in the burbs. I live where people want to move to, you know? So, you know, it's one of those things.
So the concept of American
I
patriotism
mean,
is very...
apart from a bad sunburn.
We got a bad connection there, IQ.
So the concept of American patriotism is very
All right,
different
give me a minute.
than in Europe. Europe concept of patriotism doesn't really match up with American patriotism. So that.
Oh,
might
I know.
be
He
part of
sees
where
this and sees
D'Artagnan's
B-52 bombers. I get it. I'm down. Like, it doesn't matter. The flags are staying up. These are gold bars. This is just nothing.
He's
but
not
gold
asking
bars.
you to take him down at all.
No, I wouldn't anyways.
I'm not asking.
Well, he was just saying in general, they're staying up.
I've explained myself like 4 or 5 times though.
No,
and it's Saturday, and now you're just fucking. Now you're just fucking with my high.
Don't
be a buzzkill, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Snowflake, you're fine. Have your flags up, smoke your weed. And,
I don't have to ask permission from you, bro. You got triggered on my fucking flags.
No, I'm just asking you a question.
No,
because
bro,
I
it's
don't
okay.
understand.
No,
I don't
I've
understand.
been hand feeding you
Because
this whole time. I've been hand feeding you this whole time.
I don't understand what it's about.
I know.
And-
I've been kindly, like, literally had the kibble in my hand, feeding it to you, telling you, and you just don't get it. So at this point, like, move on.
No, you are not explaining anything.
I'm gonna move on because you're just boring. It's just you're just boring me at this point.
So Neil, how was your smoke break?
With everybody else.
At a time, you might grow a brain. And
Hey, let's chill, dude.
That's not nice.
No, it's.
No, I'm just saying American education system failing again.
No. The flags are staying. I love the fact that my presence hurts people's feelings.
You don't hurt my feelings.
He's been there. You are not the first. This is you're actually par for course, actually.
No. Dude, like it might be par for course, but you're still not making any sense. But you know, the American education system has failed you.
Oh, go ahead.
So many people.
Your dog and be everything you want. You still got to go in your life, bro.
You can sit there and you can have your football hat on, but you're poorly educated, and it's not your fault.
Oh wow.
Okay. Can anybody hear me? Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm sitting here listening to this shit like, oh my fucking god. Let me get the fuck in here.
Up, dude. This shit is gold.
No, both of you guys. I got respect for both of you. But what the fuck? You guys are better than this. I've seen both of you guys.
Will that do anything
better.
wrong? You just try to be nice for like the first
this
15 minutes.
Yeah,
of
this is me like holding back. I'm being nice. Like I said, this is boring. Move on. You don't get it. I've explained it. There's nothing else to talk about.
I'm pulling my producer card, and as referee, we're moving on.
I'm just saying, guys, like,
Thank you, Mikey.
however you're disagreeing, whatever you're disagreeing on, just there's still a person in front of you that has problems and gets stressed out and
Breathes
gets shit
and
on from
bleeds
time to
and-
time.
Right.
No,
You know, like just never forget that when you're. I mean, that's what we're doing here in our communities. You're trying to bring people together. You know, we're trying to respect people across beliefs, and sometimes those are political beliefs, and it's not always about Christianity and God beliefs. There's sometimes stupid shit makes us want to kill each other. Really stupid shit. And I'm just wanting to point out to both of you, man. Like, it's not what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's how you're talking about it. It just seemed like a moment for me to want to drop that on everybody because, even though you're cool, and I know Jartan is really used to the satire, and there's people just giving him shit, but that got a little, heated. Everybody, for the most part, kept your cool, but there was emotion that didn't need to be there.
This is a special moment for me, really.
Like I said,
I mean, years I've been like actually thinking about reaching out to talk to Neil and be like, hey, I would like to tell my story. I've like waited a long time, and then I finally did it, and he like started interacting with me. I was like, heck yeah, this is like I've actually been looking forward to this moment for a long time.
So
That's
Tobin,
cool.
Since I think this is like the first real time you've been in the after party, and really like this is your episode, so now you gotta like, can we even remember the litany of questions? So first of all, concert, you get to go back in time and see one concert. Where are you going? Who are you seeing?
Luminous.
Who is it?
Luminous.
Oh, gonna go check out Neil.
I'm actually, I'm unsure if I'm saying the name properly. But I
of course
would
I'm muted.
definitely. Huh?
No wonder you guys didn't hear anything I said. I was fucking muted.
Oh, I thought you just didn't want to talk to us, Neil. You hadn't said anything.
No. I've said a few things, but apparently, I'm like, oh, now they're talking. So apparently, I didn't realize I was muted. So I would start to talk, and then never. It's okay. I'm good. We're fine
he was
here.
singing Queensryche, and I fucking missed it.
How are you? Yeah. Shit. Now I forgot where I was. What are we doing? Oh yeah, you said the name right. Luminous is correct.
Where does that come from now?
Luminous? Well, there is. I've told the story before, but
sorry.
No. It's all good. I don't mind for people that don't know. You'll be able to say, yeah, I know how Luminous got their name. But we used to call ourselves. Well, for a while it was Hunkered Down. Then we figured that sounded way too country for what we sounded like. So we changed it to, we basically were going without a name. We're running around being all funny. My bass player came up with Fun with Chickens. So we were running around with that one for a while. And then we went to Threshold as we were recording the album. We were sitting in the studio, me and Will, and we're like, we don't even have a band name. Like, what are we going to put on the cover? And I was like, oh, I'll think of something. And I'm looking around the room, and hey, what's a cool word that might be in a recording booth? And I saw the word Threshold, and I thought, hey, that's cool. So we went with Threshold. But there's a band in England that's been going since '93 with the name Threshold, and they threatened to sue it. This is back when MySpace was still a thing, and they threatened to sue us. So I was into old ancient languages and looked up what Threshold would be, and it was something like part of that word luminous, but it was too short and sounded dumb. So I went, well, Then I looked around, and on the threshold was luminous. So we went with that.
And did you say that's Latin?
Yeah, Latin. Yeah.
Very nice.
So it still means threshold?
Yes, it means on the threshold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Which is even better.
And then there's this one. The sound an eyeball makes when someone pops it out of your head.
Only when Neil does it.
Yeah. So that's where the name came from.
Like a balloon.
I think I can't remember the name of the club, but I want to go back to the if you're talking, Mikey, you're muted. Oh, wait a minute. Mikey's not talking to us. That's what it is. Sorry. Yeah, I smoked a joint, remember? It takes me a while to catch on. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So if I was to go back in time and catch a concert live, I would want to go to, I can't remember the name of the club, but the first place the Beatles played. And see the Beatles play for the first time. I think that'd be pretty cool.
No doubt.
Okay, that was boring, I guess.
I'm trying to remember
my
back.
other one would be the first large stadium tour that Black Sabbath and go catch the first tour of Black Sabbath.
Ooh.
I was getting ready to say Black Sabbath.
Fuck it, that's my favorite band. So.
Oh yeah, or Motorhead, either Black Sabbath or Motorhead.
I've seen Motorhead.
Oh,
I see Motorhead and Sabbath.
I saw Motorhead, Iron Maiden, and Dio. That was a
Oh,
damn
shit.
good show.
damn
Long,
right.
Long Beach Arena.
I want to go back and see Freddie Mercury front Queen.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Well,
Yeah, it
how
would.
many tries do you get? Because I've got a fucking list. I mean,
That's
I'd
it.
like to go
Exactly.
back and see, you know, a
Cavern.
Mozart performance. That'd be cool.
Oh, that smell bad.
Yeah,
Bring
yeah,
us
really
see
bad.
Slayer's first performance, or Slayer versus Slayer when they played for the rights of the name. I
You
don't
know
know.
what
I've,
I'd like to do?
I've seen every band. I've seen every band that I've ever you know. If there's ever been a band, I've seen Sabbath on. If they've come to LA or I've been in their area and I like them, I try to go to their show.
that too. Hendrix, 68,
Yeah.
Yep.
or at Woodstock.
Oh yeah, when he did the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Hendrix is awesome too. He's up there.
Well, I'd like to see Pantera back in the days when Dimebag Darrell was still alive.
Oh, I've seen him twice
Man.
during those eras.
Oh my goodness.
I was
I only
actually
got to
at the
see him
venue
once.
that he got shot at like 2 weeks before he got shot. It was like 2 weeks or a month, something like that, before he got shot. I was at Al
Damn.
Rosa de Villa seeing OTEP.
Oh, I
Damn.
love OTAP.
Oh, she's badass.
Yeah, man. Oh, and I found out I have the no, I don't have the same birthday, but I'm like a month apart from the singer of Ginger. It has that song
Oh, no
Pisces
shit.
that yeah. And my girl is the same exact day as the guitar player.
Well, I got to
Wow.
smoke a joint with the bass player that night too, actually, with OTEP.
Nice. That's what, dude. If anybody ever wants to get in with fucking bands, fucking bring weed to the show.
Well, he was a big motherfucker. He had a goatee that was like it had to be
Yeah.
fucking 2 feet long, all braided and shit, had beads in it. I was like, damn.
God damn.
Nice. Envious.
Yeah.
So who's next now?
OTEP is a bunch of badass motherfuckers. I can tell you, they're German and they know what the fuck they're doing. Like they're professionals. They're
If they take the German precision of a BMW or an Audi and put it into heavy metal this summer,
no.
OTEP.
It's like when you take an Audi and a BMW and you put pot into it. That's an OTEP for you.
Pork?
This ain't
sorry.
this ain't no Volkswagen bullshit.
Yeah.
No, they're just not lying about it. Volkswagen lie about it. BMW and Audi, they don't lie about it. They just put it out there.
I like VWs.
Well, there's a
yeah.
couple of there's a
I
couple
had
of
a
them.
Neil drives a
68.
Beetle.
I had a 68 named Herbie, and when it rained, I'd pull the emergency brake and spin that thing, dude. I missed that. I missed that thing.
You named a Volkswagen Herbie.
Yeah.
How unique.
I watched too much TV as a kid. Way too much TV.
Yeah. Were you
That was
saying?
actually my first one. I had a Super Beetle. I had an orange one.
Heck yeah.
Shut
It was-
up. I would love to
Yeah.
have a Super Beetle.
Heck yeah.
It was awesome, but it spent a lot of time in my driveway. I spent a lot of time working on it, but
Well, yeah.
like whenever I first got it, the wire was for the brake lights was hanging down, and it went across the exhaust, and it had burnt out and shorted on it. Just to give you a small example of like the kind of work that had been done on the car previously before I got it.
Right.
But yeah, it
Sounds
was
like
a
my
fun
Mini.
car though. I did get it going.
But being an X had an old Volkswagen bus. It was a 72 or 74 regular bus, nothing fancy, none of the camper or anything like that. And we redid the entire inside of it and hand painted the whole outside. So I always wanted to get a Volkswagen Beetle and do the same kind of thing, but make it, a little more classy, more original. But it was a total hippie wagon. And everywhere we went, people were like, peace, man, peace, peace.
Maybe it's my age showing, but I always call those Ninja Turtle vans.
That is your age showing, you youngin. Fucking youngin.
I love Ninja Turtles.
Hey,
They were
Neil,
great.
where's your cane? Get off my lawn.
Oh yeah.
No, let me stay, please. I'm sorry. Don't get the cane.
Oh, mine's within arm's reach. Yeah.
I'll probably have one by next summer.
Oh,
My neck has been rough lately.
I'll give Neil an extra $10 a month if somebody could tell me the 4 different engine sizes.
Oh, here we go. Of the Beetle?
I know about a 16 and 18 pancake because that's what we had in the buses, but I don't know the other kinds that they use on like super Beetles and stuff. I have no idea.
What made the Super Beetle a Beetle? Was it a
remember Sammy Jenkins is going live goalie.
What was that, dude? What was that?
Who's got the echo? Echo.
Echo.
I've got earbuds in, so it's not me.
Not me. I got my cans on.
$20 to Neil if somebody could tell me the 4 different engine sizes for the Beetle.
There was. Hold on. I got this.
When B started talking about pancakes and shit, I'm out.
Right. Well, I think there was the beetle. There was the beetle Borgs. There's a ladybug. That's a beetle. Roaches.
Hang on,
that's a
maybe
beetle.
I should not do that. Maybe I should not do that.
Oh, what engine sizes do those come in, Mikey?
Well, that was the nickname.
Half a centimeter, 1 centimeter.
One was called the roach. One was called the ladybug.
No, it's the Ringo, the Paul, the John.
The Liverpudlian beetles.
Well, the good thing, about a beetle is all you need to work on them with is a rubber hammer. You know, you just smack the engine a couple of times with the rubber hammer and it'll crank right up.
Yeah, you kick it.
We got that bus and it didn't have an exhaust system and there was a rod sticking out through the motor. So we had like all this repair shit to do to it.
Damn right.
And so it didn't have an exhaust, and the old guy that was fixing was like, hey, you guys called us and said, there's no exhaust on this. And we were like, oh shit, because we had it towed to him. And well, we were like, well, we didn't know. How much is that? He told us. We're like, oh, maybe in a couple months, So he's like, I'll just make you something for now. So he straight piped it off the motor. So every time I went down into the bridge tunnel in Virginia, I'd coast in and then hit the gas. And it would like, blowing up their windows and shit. It was great. Stink the whole place up, big cloud of smoke.
But that's funny shit. Like you take the car in, you're like the exhaust don't work, and guy, obvious mechanic looking, chewing tobacco, and he's looking at it. He looks under, bends back up. He says, "That's because it's gone."
That's because it's gone.
Because you ain't got none.
Yeah,
there ain't none in there.
He just sticks a dirty finger, just kind of. That right there is a problem. No muffler.
It's all greasy and shit. Yeah.
It reminds me of the guy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Nobody?
No, but around here, we just grab a flag and we wave it on it, and the car starts running again.
Oh yeah.
Holy dicks.
It's a gay flag.
Let me guess. It's
get a big black dick on it.
I was going to say maybe if it was the black and white checkered one.
Yeah.
And.
Let it go. I'm dying in Halo.
No, IQ, and no, I want to say some IQ. You don't speak for me. When some guy's trying to come at me, you do not come in and say, "Oh, both sides." I'm defending myself. He got butthurt because of my flags. He got addressed. Life goes on. You don't speak for me. Remember that. I speak for myself.
Fair enough. Yeah. I wasn't trying to speak.
I don't need a ref. I don't need a tour guide.
Look,
Oh,
he's got
I
his
love
pipe.
you.
He's got his
I'm just
pipe in his
saying, like,
mouth
I don't
No,
come
no,
into
no.
people.
You're
Like,
right.
No, let him
I
keep
have
going. He's
boundaries,
good.
dude. No, I have boundaries. If someone's coming at me, I don't need you to come in and fucking white knight for me.
Right.
Okay, I feel you. You know, I wasn't trying to white knight. I was just pointing something out in the situation.
I don't care. If I'm in it with somebody, stay out of it. This is twice that you've done this shit now. Stay out of it.
Wow. All right, cool. No, you're good.
And you know, Mikey, you got my love for you, dude.
I just wanted to have fun. That's all.
I tried, man. I tried, but I have limits. For some reason, people in this community take exception to me every time I show up, and after a while, I just get tired of it. This is who I am. This is my face. Get used to it. I'm an atheist. I fight back.
Hi, Dr. Pearson.
Sorry. This is gonna be awesome on B stream when it's who did Will piss off this week.
He pisses because people come at him about shit like that, and then they'll talk about it, and then they're being an asshole, and he just fucking tells them the way it is, and then they're mad because they're wrong.
It's my face. They
So
hate
on
my
my channel, I decided that I'm gonna do like once, twice, maybe 3 times a week if it's a lot of people. I'm doing who did you piss off this week, and I just solo lay out Will and let him just tell the story. Because
my
it's always something new every week.
Yeah, trigger people just by my presence. It's beautiful.
It's pretty funny, actually. I mean, it's fucked up that people do it at all, but it's fine.
Hey, Will, I would rustle cattle with you any day of the week. That's what I do. That's what I do. I mean, you do the same thing that I do. I've been doing it for only like 15 years, but I mean, you've done it all your life. So you aren't a dumbass like me. And like 2 weeks ago, I got kicked in the chest by a cow.
Oh, that's how you get killed, man. That's a good way to get your ribs broken and walk funny for the rest of your life.
Well, I got 3 of my ribs broken on my left side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
I
be
tried to get out of the
the
way, but I'm not the fucking Flash or nothing like that. So, I mean, I'm
Barry Allen.
Yeah, I got out of the way just enough to where it didn't fucking kill me. Yeah.
Yeah, there's problems with that. You get kicked in the chest like that, and you know, edema always goes around the injury. It's the body's way of trying to heal itself. And there's so much edema you can't breathe or your heart can't beat right. And that can happen fast. And that doesn't even that's not even talking about the breaking the sternum and rib bones and what can puncture what. That's just the trauma part of it. Yeah. Can be pretty ugly.
I kind of got out of the way fast enough to catch a glancing blow, but it still broke 3 ribs. So
I just had an argument last week about wearing gear, and you just made me lose the argument. This time of year, we wear full leg Kevlar leg protection for rattlers because we're just wandering out in the middle of nowhere, stomping through, and you can get bit real quick because snakes mind their own business. Oh yeah,
yeah, rattlers and black widows, and you know, you piss something off out there, and you're going to get bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
well, I didn't have enough money to get the Kevlar, so I just used like leather.
We only have leg protection. I wear leather, but I put plates inside of them for that because I'm in fear of getting my ribs broken for that exact same reason.
When I wake up from like taking a nap because I don't really sleep anymore because I'll wake up coughing and hacking and you know, and it feels like somebody's punched me in my side if I roll over the wrong way. So.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it's not fun. I would not recommend it.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Yeah, no, do not try this at home. I'm a trained professional.
You know, every time I hear someone say that, you can flash forward to 2 weeks later and they're literally in the hospital. Leg up, full can. That's next to hold my beer.
Yeah, exactly. Hold my beer like this. But I went to the doctor and got x-rays, and they were like, well, do you want me to put a cast on you? I was like, fuck that. I'll just go get an ace bandage and wrap it around because that way I can take it off and take a shower or go lay in the bathtub, and that helps a whole lot more.
Wow.
Yeah.
What can they do for you when you get your ribs broken? Just wrap
Nothing.
them?
Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, they can't do a goddamn thing.
Do you feel it on your lung?
They either heal up or they don't. I mean, you got to breathe. It's not like an arm or a leg.
Yeah.
They got to expand and contract.
Because I've broken my knuckle a couple times, but it always heals back. Kind of weird, but it always comes back.
Oh, y'all were talking about riding motorcycles earlier. I rode motorcycles as a kid, dirt bikes, and I fucked up and wiped out and broke all the fingers on my left hand. I was like maybe 15 years old when I did that. But they healed up fine.
Looks like Randolph's out the back now.
Yes.
Well, guys, I'm going to jump off here. It's getting late, and I get to sleep in tomorrow, and I want to get like 10 or 11 hours in. I'm not even kidding right now. I'm tired.
Well, thanks for jumping in, B. It was great having you in.
Yeah, Neil, it's always great being on here. Thank you so much. And Tobin, good job on that. I could tell you were a little nervous at first, and then you just flowed right into it. You did great. It is kind of nerve-wracking, like getting up and being interviewed. It kind of sucks. So I know I did the same thing at first. I was like, So.
Oh, I was nervous as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, Neil is an intimidating motherfucker.
Well, it's not that, but it's Neil, the 604 atheist. It's the first time you're on.
It's performance anxiety.
It is.
Well, yeah.
It's like stage fright.
I get that all the time.
Oh.
That's why he gets drunk and high first, then he doesn't give a fuck. And then he's cool.
Then it's turning into a tone and takes over.
This is turning into a thanks Jarrett Tall moment.
Well, I'm scheduled to be on May the 18th, so you'll get to hear all my good shit.
Yeah, but see, you've already been on here before. That's cheating. None of us did that. We just went right into the.
No, I haven't been on the main show.
He hasn't. He hasn't said anything about his story, so it's still good. It's all right. I know. I kind of gave up on that. People want to come on in the after parties, and I'm like, sure, but you got to come on the show so we can schedule it, and then they can come in. Right. So.
There you go. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. Love you all.
Take care, B.
See you, B.
Have fun. Get high. Do something. Peace out.
And I'm the new B.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
I am somebody.
Jesse Jackson. Full Jesse Jackson. I am somebody.
Yeah, that's all saying that on Sesame Street with 38 mistresses.
And 105 kids. There's a competition between Chris Webber and Jesse Jackson to see who has more kids.
Yeah.
What? Get out. It's a real thing.
Chris Webber, an NBA player, has a kid in every city that he played in.
Just about.
Surprise.
When I lived in Portland, I knew a guy who I was at a shipyard in Portland, and I hired this guy. My boss flat out told me, like, stop hiring hot chicks. So I hired just some random dude. We're working, the cops show up. And I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, what did you guys do? I'm like, what did I do? You start looking at people. This guy had 13 kids. Heck yeah, Tammy. He had 13 kids that he wasn't paying child support for.
God damn.
They came with like 20 dudes to arrest him because he was worth millions of dollars in child support.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know it was possible until I saw this guy.
I don't know if I'd be able to get it up with crushing debt like that still lingering overhead. I'm never in the mood.
As somebody who's like a Monday through Friday parent, that guy deserves to go to jail if he's not paying child support.
Yep.
He's fucking deadbeat.
For an entire school, it sounds like.
Yep. Sure sounds like that to me.
Mm-hmm.
What, Dexter?
No, but some people like to make up stories.
Come here, little man. Come on. Time for your limelight. What? Cats are so stupid. He sat there and cried that he wanted to get up in somebody's lap. And then I said, come on, let's get up. And he says, don't you fucking touch me with your human hands. I don't know where those have been.
Cats are like that.
Goddamn filthy humans.
Yeah, it's
they
like,
want your attention. Then when you turn around to give it to them, they run away.
It's like, and my Zero used to do that. And I was like, oh, I'm not playing the I'm going to chase you around the house game. I'm not a dog too. I know you and the other dogs like to do that, but yeah, I'm not going to play that game. Okay, I'll play for a little bit, but then I really got to get ready for work.
It just reminded me of that song from the presidents of the United States. I got a kitty at my foot and I want to touch it. Kitty at my foot. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Damn it. I can't do that, can I?
You should be fine.
I have Peaches stuck in my head now.
I really did not intend.
The second you said President of the United States of America, I got Peaches stuck in my hand.
Well, at least that I credited it. That's where it came from. The song from.
Yeah, I know the song. Kitty at my foot.
I found it. I'm not going to get the stream taken down. I think you're good.
Yeah, we're just
found it
imitating.
Interesting, Tobin, that you said it was about the age 13 that you woke up, because that was similar age for me too, which is apparently young.
Frozen.
But am I frozen?
Oh, you're good now.
Am I good? I believe that there's sort of two groups of people. There's the group of people like us who, as soon as we reach a level where our brain has matured enough, if we haven't had our critical skills too badly damaged, the shit is just so insane that we just
freeze.
It's always at the good part.
It.
Always at the good part.
And did I freeze again? God damn it!
You did for a second.
Hang on.
Brexit.
I'll try without.
Brexit.
I'll try without the camera. I'm not sure where I froze at, but I think we reach an age of maturity where, if we haven't been too badly damaged in our critical thinking skills, that just can't. If the indoctrination's not deep enough, then my parents, for instance, overly strict with the doctrine and stuff. So I had enough room that as soon as I was of an age where I could think for myself, I just couldn't keep swallowing it anymore. And that was about 12 or 13. And I think that happens to a lot of witnesses when they hit that age. But like for me, I just packed my bag and left home. I had my 15th birthday out of home. And I think that that's plausible for a lot of people. So a lot of people will stay into their 20s. And because they've kept being indoctrinated during this time, it just gets harder and harder. And then you find that the next age group is around the 30-year-olds, 30, 35-year-olds. I just find it really fascinating hearing about how people get to that point. And I think
in my teenage years, I mean, I was leaving the house. I had ran away 3 significant times, but I always ended up coming back and being found. I didn't make it that far. But
yeah. Well, how far can you go at that age, really?
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
I want my slushie. Where's my slushie?
It was the hop-in back in my day. And it was like at the bottom of the road. Yeah. So I'd go down there and buy a pack of cigarettes and sit outside and smoke and just be like, fuck.
You can seriously.
Huh?
Oh.
And it's
go ahead, Toby.
It's
you can
also
seriously
interesting.
talk the.
Sorry, Tobin.
No, man, this is your after show, Tobin. Yeah.
I remember, like, you could talk the convenience store clerk out of a pack of cigarettes and be like, "Oh, my mom wants a pack of cigarettes," and they would sell them to you, like at my time. But yeah, I was just adding that little bit. I don't know. What were you saying?
Showing your age.
I was about to say, my parents, they sent me to the store with a note a few times, and they'd let me buy booze and nicotine. But that was like in 1989, back in the Wild Wild West days, you know.
I did it in the 70s.
Yeah, back when I was growing up, and I'm sure Neil remembers this, there were things called cigarette machines. And you just plug your quarters in there and pull the handle, and bam, there you go.
Yep,
I remember that. Too.
And I don't even smoke, and I remember those. They were pretty fancy machines. They almost looked like video games.
Sure.
They were everywhere in California until we had the smoking ban. They were everywhere. Even in my day, they were everywhere.
You just quiet there, Randolph, and eat your fucking Reese's Pieces like you're saying.
Randolph, your hat is sexy.
I like your hat too.
IQ, I want to apologize for screaming at you.
Yours looks like it's hanging a bit low.
No, it's because I usually have a bandana underneath it, but I have it right here. I want to apologize for screaming at you. I got a little.
Yours will be real good in the rain out in the horseback.
But if that was your screaming, I'd say we're in good shape.
No, you know what?
I'm married.
That dude was coming. I salute you. I salute you. I've been married. That's why I'm sitting here by myself. No, because that guy, he was coming at me, and you know what? And I apologize. This is Sparta, kick the messenger in the snake pit kind of guy. So I don't want to leave here on bad terms with you. Anybody else? You're a good guy.
You'd be amazed at the shit I can let roll right off me.
No.
I mean, I did want to clarify that I'm a moderator, man. I was a moderator socially before YouTube was even created. I've been breaking up fights. I get involved. When I see people getting aggravated, I see people getting heated, I jump in and I try to keep the peace.
I believe this.
You're a good guy. You're a good guy. I don't. I
appreciate that. Thank you.
Will, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If I'm in say another stream with you and somebody's coming at you and I feel that you're my friend and I want to stick up for you, am I allowed to intervene or should I let you handle it?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yes. Because
like I give a shit about you, so I'm gonna.
No, I feel because lately I've been under attack lately, and it's because
and
of
I don't
stupid
know why.
flags.
Because you're fucking awesome, so I don't know why.
What are people attacking you for?
You know what? I don't even want to get into it because it's a web. It's a web of drama that I don't want to ruin Tobin's after party with it. That's almost one of the reasons that I wasn't gonna come on here because I really respect Tobin. I think Tobin's awesome, and I've watched him since I gave him his first wrench. Don't ever forget that, Tobin, when you're famous. I gave you your first wrench.
Pretty cool, Tobin. I don't even have a wrench. Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
yes,
you did.
No, you did. You gave me one notice. You closed out the last one. I remember.
I don't mess around.
It is a good question though, Neil. Like I actually jumped on a stream the other night and was defending Nokasuchi. And then after the fact, I actually jumped into a stream to just apologize straight up, whether he'd seen it or not, because I realized who was I to speak on his behalf.
Sure.
And I thought I was defending him, and he took it that way too, thankfully. But it did make me realize, if we're not offering our opinion, if we're trying to speak on their behalf, it's a little different.
Yeah, you'd need You'd need the consent to do that first.
Yep.
I run into it all the time because I gatekeep by LA West Hollywood standards. So someone will say something and I'm like, but I have to stop myself sometimes. Everybody, people are themselves, and I'm no one to judge anyone. So even I have to take a step back all the time.
I recommend everybody do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
frequently.
It could be hard too, because when you're riled up about something, and especially if you're passionate about it, it's tough to not respond or react in some way. It's hard.
Yeah, I'll stick up for people just a little bit, and then I'll kind of try to follow the lead of the person I'm sticking up for. And if they seem to be, depending on how they're reacting, I'll do more, or I'll just back off. It's hard to judge, though.
Yeah, it can be. Always ask. Maybe send them a quick message. Hey, I've seen what's going on, and I want to come and help you defend yourself because I give a shit about you. Like, I don't know. Like, it's tough to know.
I've spent and it's gonna take me a while to get used to that too, because I've always had to defend myself. Still, it's like the one man gang, old school WWF style, coming down the ramp. I have always had to stand up for myself. So you've
made a lot of good friends, Will, and a lot of us would gladly come and stand beside you.
Yep.
And defend your honor, so to speak, or whatever. You know what I mean?
My new thing is I was actually saying this to Randolph, and this is just in the baby steps, and if anyone else wants to take this and run with it, go right ahead. There's a lot of atheists of color that are just kind of wandering around YouTube, and I've sent feelers out to a few people, but I'm just kind of trying to bridge the gap, so to speak, because there's a lot of people that don't even necessarily that don't speak English. I'm just trying to reach across to people of I speak Spanish. I'm just trying to do what I can to reach across the aisle to people.
That's awesome, dude. We need
that's always great.
People like that.
I've been talking. I told Randolph it's just in the baby steps, but and I've been on this for a year, but there's a whole separate atheist community out there. And there's no reason why we should be separate at all.
There's many.
There's multiple.
Yeah. And there's a few that I don't want to be a part of, and I'm not there for a reason.
Right. Yeah. I hear you.
I'm saying, join it at your own behest. I'm not telling everybody to reach out for everybody.
Atheism addresses one thing: people can still be toxic and be atheist.
I say that all the time, and exactly.
There's no code of conduct.
And that's one of my things is speak for yourself, because I've been all around and I love hearing other people's stories. That's because I've heard all my stories a million times. I love hearing.
We've heard them all a million times now too.
Well,
Hey, Mike,
we've only gone up to 97. So.
Oh, okay. So we got a few more to
go. Yeah, 1 second. Hey, Mikey, if you're trying to talk, you're fucking muted.
No, he's talking to his lady.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
okay,
that's an example of being supportive. That's an example of being supportive.
For sure. Absolutely.
No, you guys are awesome. I definitely feel the love.
And
I definitely.
Jartan has been. He was hammered, so expect that kind of crap out of him when he's hammered.
Oh yeah, he was fucked up.
When I spoke to him hours ago that he wanted to come on, he was already hammered. And he just kept drinking. So, now he'll probably come approach you at some point and go, "Dude, I'm sorry."
He's going in my case study.
At least I hope he would, and I feel that he would, because he sometimes he can act pretty aggressive, but
I'm gonna on a real personal
those kinds of personalities. You know what I mean? So.
On a real personal note, that's what stuff like that is why I quit drinking.
Right. No,
well, that's fair.
I don't get that way. I'm a happy drunk, so.
I used to. Well, towards the end, I started drinking moonshine, and that's just bad for your health. I like whiskey, but
alcohol.
Whiskey. I like whiskey, but whiskey doesn't like me.
Well, I mean, moonshine is if you can put it in your truck or car and it'll run.
Yeah.
Off of that shit.
What does that tell you?
Do not drink it. Yeah.
Oh,
do not drink it.
That will make you
I can't tell you that any reason that somebody has ever said why they quit drinking, it's a good fucking reason.
Oh yeah, it's been. I actually looked it up today. It's been 5 years.
Wow.
Since I've had it.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I was one of those people that had a real problem. I went from oh, I'm okay, to people who are career alcoholics telling me, hey bro, maybe you have a problem.
You should probably back
Maybe.
down. Yeah.
when someone I respected who could handle their stuff, and like where I'm from, there's a rule. Like if you can handle whatever you're doing, go right ahead. But if you can't, you will get approached. And somebody will say something to you and give you an option, like get help or go away, kind of thing.
Right.
Fair enough.
Which family should and friends, you should encourage people like, hey, get some effing help, man. Like be presentable at least.
Agreed.
I just realized something. If we all switch to kind of like our avatar mode, it'll look like Mikey's trying to lip sync all of us.
Aren't there like YouTube channels dedicated to that where they have god awful lip reading or something like that? I think it's called.
Bad lip reading. Yeah,
bad lip reading, something like that. Yeah.
Yes,
and
that was amazing.
Hilarious.
I forgot about that. See, that's the content I'm here for. That's the that and cat videos. I'm down.
You always count on me to bring up the odd shit out of the blue.
I say this all the time. Like I'm subscribed to 2 orcas, a couple manatees, a bear, a cougar, an eagle. There's all kinds of weird stuff.
I was into
I'm
cougars.
subscribed to Fail Army, and that
Looks
shit
like we got
is
3 in a row.
fucking funny.
I agree.
Makes me cringe sometimes, but it's still fucking funny.
A fail army. You got the, watch people die inside. That's kind of like the fail army. It's just,
yeah,
that
exactly.
look.
My son watches those, and I want to tell you, I walk out of the room sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel bad for people.
Yeah, so do I. I know.
I never got
my favorite Phil Army fucking clip was the dude that kept scaring his brother every time he walked out of the room. And he would scream. He would scream like a little girl every time. It's fucking hilarious.
Like that cat video I showed the other day, or Neil showed for me. Ma,
Pretty much.
Cat looks like grandma.
No, yeah. Was that the video that had the careless whisper? No, it didn't have the careless whispers in it. I got hit twice for the last. It's all Grant's fault. It was his after party. What are you fucking talking about? But it was Gorilla showed the gorilla scene from a BBC show, so I got struck. The video got blocked because of that one, and then there was somebody showed a clip of something that had careless whispers going on in the background. So,
oops.
Yeah, folks, I gotta hop off here.
All right.
Good to see you, man.
It's past Easter.
I'm out.
Good
See
night.
ya.
Take care.
Look for the thank you tweet that'll be coming later.
Mm-hmm.
That people like Clockwork Rex never see because he's not on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter. No.
Sorry.
I was on there for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, no, I'm out.
It's a cesspool, man.
Oh, but you're on Discord.
Oh yeah, I'm in several Discords. I have my own the Dungeon and a Dragon Discord that we kind of play Dungeons and Dragons in, but not here lately.
Well, I
been about-
don't know.
Well, it's
Oh,
been
go
about 6 months since I had a session, so
Oh, okay. So not happening lately.
no.
Geez, you'd almost think this pandemic was over with nobody doing anything anymore.
Oh,
We're all
exactly.
going outside now.
Oh shit! What is that? Sunshine?
Yeah, they're doing it here, man. It's bad. Our cases keep going up and up.
I encountered an anti-masker at the grocery store yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh geez.
Yeah. I said to her, "You need to wear a mask," and she said, "I have medical exemption," and then she walked away laughing about it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to the Minister of Health about this, and they said that the way the laws are here in BC, Canada, anybody can do a self-declaration for medical exemption, and it's considered valid.
So, as an American, can I ask a question? What does that mean?
Yeah, I know. But that seems utterly
doesn't
ridiculous to me.
It is.
The business's policy trump that anyway?
The business's policy would trump that, yes, if they're on the business grounds.
Because here you have to wear a mask. Like
the reason you have to.
The reason I talked to the Ministry of Health is because the grocery store chain, I won't mention the name here, but the grocery store chain, which is not a small one, they have a policy on their website that says it's a mandatory mask wearing policy for all staff and all customers, everybody coming in the store, all patrons. And when I talked to them on the phone about it, they said that the executive made it clear coming down from the top that they're not going to be enforcing that policy, so it's not actually mandatory. And so I told them they need to fix that, and I give them a deadline of today, that one day that it was on. And I said the reason the deadline is so short is because with COVID-19, people's lives are in danger. This thing can kill people. So normally I wouldn't mind giving people 2 weeks or a month for deadline for something, but this has to be dealt with now. And she said, it's not going to happen today. I said, well, then I'm calling the Ministry of Health. So I called Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health is contacting the grocery store chain and going to talk with them about their policies, making sure they're consistent internally and on the website. That's all they can do.
Yep.
But so I'm going to put pressure on every vendor who screws this up like they have. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
In the United States, medical exemption is just there has to be an alternative provided, not you can just ignore rules. Like if you can't wear a mask, then you can
don't leave your house.
You can pick up groceries at curb or something like that.
The people with legitimate medical, who would legitimately have medical exemption, those people are usually, from the Ministry of Health perspective, said off the record that what those people typically will try to make alternative arrangements so that they're not putting other people at risk. Which makes sense.
Because I'm go ahead, Sammy.
I'm just interested to know what the exemptions are. I understand people with breathing difficulties, right? But if your breathing is that difficult, why the fuck are you outside of your house to begin with? And what other reason could there be other than maybe some psychological thing? Which, how many people honestly could have a genuine exemption?
Okay, the example that was one example was given of that by the ministry is that somebody who is a victim of sexual assault, and part of that was that their mouth was covered. This wearing the mask can bring up memories of that, and so that would be a valid psychological medical exemption. So there can be a lot of things, right? But those kind of people.
So the psychological side of it, which I
those people aren't going to be out there. I don't think those people are going to be out there making other people feel uncomfortable. That just doesn't seem to fit, you know?
No. And those Karens, the Karens refusing to wear their masks, don't have a fucking psychological issue. When pressed, most of them will say, it's against, it's taking my freedoms. It's a political
they have a psychological
thing,
issue. I just think it's not a legitimate one.
So I'm a born asthmatic. I'm one of those people that should have never picked up a cigarette in the first place. I quit smoking 3 years ago, cigarettes.
Awesome. Good for you.
My whole point is I double mask when I go in public because I'm immunocompromised, which means I get sick easily, which means I can infect somebody, or anybody with even the slightest cold could get me sick. So I'm gonna be wearing a mask for a long time. I'm glad they're in fashion.
So if I wear the mask long enough, I'll get a rash on my face. That could qualify as medical exemption, but I'm not going to do that. I will continue wearing the mask because for a small rash is a tiny, minuscule price to pay for keeping, for not spreading this thing that could be potentially lethal.
Also, I just want to say something real quick. Insisting on your rights and freedoms without acknowledging your responsibilities isn't freedom. It's adolescence. So get over it.
And if you really want to get hardcore, it's attempted murder on people like me. I'll be a Karen about it. I'll put my Karen hat on.
My Karen up against your Karen.
Yeah, exactly. I'm mega Karen.
The Karen's Gone Wild YouTube channel has a second channel now. Male Karen's Gone Wild.
You don't have the right to put my life at risk.
No.
Right.
And just as much as I don't have the right to put somebody else's life at risk.
Right.
You know? Don't
That's
make me
common
get
sense.
all George Costanza. We live in a society.
It does
Sorry.
make sense. Even if you had taken COVID off the shelf and it's not an existing thing, even then, all the stuff that could mess you up, like wearing a mask in heavily populated areas, it seems ideal to me. And you add COVID on top of it, and that, you know, there is always going to be another virus. Once we get this one taken care of, there will be another one. I mean,
yeah.
it makes sense to be like in a preventative, you know, especially if we're in like grocery stores or places where there's a lot of people moving. It just, I don't know. It makes sense to me.
And what little boy at heart doesn't want an excuse to wear a fucking sick mask like this? Seriously.
Oh, I look like I'm
fair
going
enough.
to. I look like I'm going to go rob a stagecoach when I have my mask and my hat on. I think it's the coolest thing. I think it's.
Well, I
Jesse
equate.
James, huh?
Well, I equate wearing a mask when you go out in public to like wearing a rubber when you go out to have sex. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. You don't want to spread shit around. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not the same thing visually.
What? You broke up, Randolph.
Well, it's not the same
Yeah.
thing visually.
Well, fair enough. Like I wear 3 rubbers all the time when I go out. So.
Apparently, we got some resistance going on in the chat here. This allegedly logical, plausible, probable person claims that Karens are the ones that do wear the masks. Right. Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
That's John Maddox, and I recently was in a debate with him on Modern Day Debate.
You have fans,
And
Randolph.
John Maddox. I work in a laboratory, and I actually do have papers, legitimate papers, on the efficacy of masks. So, if you'd like, I can send them to you.
Yeah, I've talked to
This
that
is sort
guy
of my
before.
fucking. This is what I do.
Yeah, LPP is a fucking nutter.
The health department of Canada and in our province as well have properly qualified medical people who agree with what Neil's saying here.
Yep, because it's true. They wouldn't if they didn't work. They wouldn't be allowed to wear them during surgeries. For fuck's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's surgery's there. That's a great example. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! Fucking Will is going full.
Yeah. Yeah, and where did that paper come from?
He's going
did that
full
paper
bandit.
come from a legitimate fucking website, or did it come from some? Hey, I bought my peer review bullshit. Go fuck yourself. I know that these things fucking work. You are part of the fucking problem. So get the fuck out of my chat. Somebody kick his ass out of here. I don't want these fucking idiot sticks in here.
Oh,
Spread
I've got a
fucking
sister
bullshit.
that's a nurse. I've got a sister that's a nurse, and when she goes onto the fucking COVID ward, she has to dress up in like fucking I don't know, a radiation suit. It looks like that. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a radiation or a biohazard suit. So,
all right, fine,
fuck
I'll
off.
do it.
Yeah,
I
fuck
gotta
off.
say, John, you've picked the wrong tree to climb here.
He's gone.
Good.
At least
Get the
on
fucker out of
YouTube.
here.
Sorry you had to deal with him, Neil. I was on a debate with him, and
Jenna, thank
he
you,
could
Jenna.
not stay on topic.
Oh yeah, I'm not even in YouTube right now. That's why I'm not breaking up and shit, because I've got a computer that runs Windows 8.1 or Windows 9, as I like to call it.
Windows 9.
Well, they jumped from 8.1 to 10, so
yeah, I know.
yeah, it's fucked up.
Leave it to Microsoft. There's bugs in all their software. There's bugs in their hardware, and there seems to be bugs in their counting too.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have Apple everything, and they're worse. And they're spying on you,
shit.
and they'll tell you that they're spying on you.
I mostly use Linux.
I have Huawei, and apparently the China spies on me too. So
Yeah, I'm with Randolph on this.
It's the weirdest thing. Like anytime I'll look something up, they try to sell it to me. That's really like when you say, oh, they're spying on you.
Me too.
They're just trying to sell you stuff. That's it, really.
I love it. I love it. I don't have to go looking for the shit.
Yeah. So true.
So I bought a lightsaber. No, I seriously did.
Oh, I have an Amazon. I have an Amazon problem. So I laugh.
Oh,
I
so
believe
you know the addiction.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Perfect.
That's like this patch. They said that they weren't selling these anymore on Amazon, and I think I got one of the last batches of these patches.
Oh,
I tried to.
You're rhyming.
I tried to go buy more, and they weren't there.
You just bought a lightsaber. Would you like a blaster?
Right?
See,
exactly. Jenna is my new goddess today.
especially in
I'm a god.
the numbers are so bad here. You know, the first lockdown, our sheriff they enforced the lockdown. Our numbers, you know, for a place this size, they were okay. The second time, the sheriff announced that he wasn't going to enforce it, and now our numbers are through the roof. Just in LA County. Yep. Wear a effing mask. You're gonna off someone like me, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's fucking shitty.
It's just awful. And
shitty
people
can't see past their own fucking shit. You know, like you're not the only one on the planet, dickwad.
I have to hide at the house because of people like that. I honestly have to hide at the house because of people like that.
Yeah.
I haven't met my my brother-in-law yet.
Since is this supposed to be a thing?
Well, I didn't, or her mom, because her mom's health conditions and her brother's health conditions. He got a Make-A-Wish transplant.
Wow! Oh wow!
So
is she okay?
No, he got it when he was like 8, so he's like 20 now.
Okay.
But he's immunocompromised forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't reject.
Whenever you get a transplant, you have to take immunosuppressors to keep it from rejecting.
That's right.
Oh, he's 25. Okay.
Is he able to take vaccines? I know sometimes they can't.
I don't know if he can.
Ooh.
I don't know if his doctor will have to make that call. I think it's
This is why, as a healthcare worker, it fucking pisses me off. In this country, we fucking panic if we get one case. We know it's real. We wear fucking masks. You guys are surrounded by it. Your fucking friends and family are dying, yet people are still denying it even exists.
Oh, yes.
And the people who can't have the fucking vaccines are the reason we need to have the vaccines.
Herd immunity.
The herd immunity.
Sorry, rant over.
Exactly.
No, agreed with you 100%.
I just recently got my blood taken to see if I can take the vaccine or not.
Can you take it, or you don't have the results yet?
Oh, really?
I'm gonna find out this week if I can even take it or not.
I already got the Millennium Falcon Google Eats. Thanks, though.
Well, Will, I hope you get an A+ on that test. Cheers.
Well, it's the whole thing of like, what's it gonna do to a lifelong asthmatic? And I think they've given it to so many people that they're just seeing what happens. But my mom had breast cancer. She had asthma. She has been through hell and back, and she took the shot, you know. And she's still, you know, so I'm probably gonna take it.
You know what? I was just on Nokasuchi's stream earlier tonight. He had COVID-19 a while ago, and it's over now. But he still gets complications with his lungs. So I think that's why they're being careful, because there seems to be ongoing issues with people's lungs if they actually contract it.
And that's the thing. I live like when they described the COVID. Side effects of people. I live like that. I've lived like that before I even smoked cigarettes, which was one of the reasons I picked up cigarettes, because I was like, if I'm going to die young, I might as well enjoy it, you know, which was a terrible idea, you know. But I'm actually really anxious to find out if I can take it or not, if I could take the shot or not. So we'll see. It's what we have. It's what I have decent health care. So we'll see what happens.
To Doorknob Heads,
I hope it all works out. Yeah.
Doorknob Heads comment in the chat there. Wasn't there an article, or not an article, it was on TV, a nurse who was in the midst of one of the waves was saying that someone who had lost their father, lost their brother, lost their uncle, was still denying it. And then on their deathbed, as they were dying, basically their last words were, "But it's not real."
Yeah, I've read about that. Yeah.
There's a lot of that in Arkansas and Texas of nurses saying, like, people would go, like, when they first started going to those mass parties a year ago during spring break, there were people saying, like, oh, but it's not real, and they were dying alone. Denial is awful.
It is.
Repression and denial are just a bad mix. So when people sit there and they're like, oh, it can't happen to me. Yes, it can happen to you.
There's a TED Talk that is really freaking interesting. I can't remember who exactly gave the talk, but basically this guy's study was saying how bad we are at taking warnings. Like all these big events that have happened throughout our history, there were warning signs. There are people who were saying things and being like, hey, you know, this is going on. And then it would go overlooked. And then before you knew it, oh, here's another accident. Here's another thing. But preventative maintenance, you know, I don't know.
No, for real. I agree with you 100%. We do brush clearing. We do all kinds of stuff on the ranch. We clear as far as we can past the property because we've had fires destroy everything. You know, burn down 100-year-old oak trees, burn, you know, just rip through the property, you know. So we do preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you do more than just raking the forest floors.
Yeah, you got to get a couple guys out here with some rakes. This forest is all unkept.
I've been fighting with the state of California because we have a creek that runs through the property, and they're like, you can't cut in the creek or do anything because of some protected lizard I've never heard of or seen, and some frog that I can't even pronounce. I didn't even know was in the state of California.
It's called a bullfrog?
No, it's some long name, you know. But, you know, there's just restrictions left and right.
Must be the scientific name.
I get a list in the paperwork, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. I vote okay. I have no idea what that's just said.
Will's like, what the fuck is a spotted owl? What the hell is that shit?
No, that's different.
It's funny. Fish is that?
It's funny you'd say that. We have owls on the property, and they're for a while. They're somebody was shooting them if they saw them. And we had like people. We spent the night out there with binoculars. Like we caught the person too.
You know, where I'm building the studio, just under our deck, some birds had built a nest. Tiny little birds about the size of golf balls built a nest. It was kind of pushing against the wires that I had hung up there, and it's just up in the rafters. So I took the wires away today, and I put up a little 2x4 to kind of keep the nest a little more secure for them until they're gone.
That's awesome. This old nest with Randolph Richardson.
Yeah. I'm going to put my construction skills to use and help those birds.
There's
There's predators up there. There's no way a cat can even get up there. They've chosen a good spot.
When I first moved to the Appalachian Mountains, I heard a screech owl, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm gonna die! God damn, yeah. It's a goddamn banshee out there somewhere. Yeah.
It might be reacting to a jumping spider.
That's like the first time I saw a red racer. I thought my dad was lying. He's like, oh, there's red racers here, and there's snakes that go as fast as the truck. I said, you're lying. There were. I was driving one day, and I was looking. I said, is this snake keeping pace? And it was going sideways as fast as it could. It was crazy. Nature's insane.
Scary. Yeah.
See, in Australia, other than
shit.
You guys have it the worst.
Other than
shit.
koalas,
Yeah,
everything wants to
exactly.
eat you.
Oh no. I mean, as far as
Yeah,
Oh, they-
everything
they wanna
wasn't
eat
shooting
scary.
animals, other than the things that have become pests and only in certain areas. So, kangaroos have overpopulated certain areas and they interfere with farmland and stuff. So, farmers are allowed to shoot them. But otherwise, all native animals are protected in Australia. All native animals. You can only shoot introduced animals, and indigenous peoples obviously can hunt them as well.
Right. You
But
got
otherwise, they're all protected.
Oh,
which-
you live in Australia? You lost the
Mm.
war. You lost the war to emus. How does that happen?
you ever seen an emu?
I was about to say, have you
Clearly
seen a
doesn't know
fucking
emus.
Beautiful
Those
tacticians
things-
they are.
Oh, those things.
Well, they're
are
like ostriches
deadly.
on steroids. So yeah.
Mm. And very
yeah, they'll cut you open.
territorial but they're not half as scary as cassowaries.
Those things are
Cassowary
T-Rex.
will kill you every time.
It's like the Velociraptor from
In a
it's like,
bird
oh,
body.
it's
Hey, you
like
guys-
it's like, oh, that movie Jurassic Park, that's totally fake. The whole Velociraptor thing. I was like, cassowaries. Oh no. Get in the freezer. Quick.
Mm.
Okay, so I asked Jen all the time about the legality of things. So I know you can't own a gun. I know all these things. Can I walk around with a harpoon?
No.
Damn it. What about
Why carrying rope with the harpoon? Are you just like
you need a license to carry any weapon.
I know. Jen's told me that it's way more regulated than anything in America.
Mm.
If you
even riggers like who have got their knife on their belt and stuff like that, will get in big trouble if they don't. Yeah, they have to pull out their ID and.
What? I have a rigging knife somewhere. I have a bunch of my dad's old rigging knives somewhere right here. Wow, that's crazy.
Mm.
Why? Because it has the big pike on it?
It's a weapon. It's a
Yeah,
knife.
it does.
You just
It-
don't want
well, it
people-
has a- it-
like if you're not at work working using it, why are you walking around with it? Like
Oh,
lock it
man.
in a toolbox or something, you know?
My desk would scare you.
America scares me overall.
Americans are we're
America scares Canada a little bit too.
we're a funny bunch. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I forgot. Randolph just came in and hadn't heard the new rules. I don't show anything anymore on the show. Just so you know, I don't show anything anymore because fuck it. Every time I do, I get a strike or a copyright claim or something. So no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last
No
video is blocked. You can't even go watch it. You can't even see the last video. It got blocked.
Wow.
So I just like nope.
I
You
hope
gotta
that wasn't from anything that I shared with you.
whitewash the whole damn thing. That's it. We're not showing anything.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
No worries. I didn't even notice that you had something there until just a few minutes ago. And I'm like, oh shit, he wants to show something. Nope, not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm careful to not put up copyrighted stuff. So,
Well, all right. Yeah, I'm being
Hard to
watched.
tell at times.
No, literally, like I mentioned this earlier, 10 minutes after we went off stream, the video was blocked by BBC.
well, there's automated processes that do all that stuff, and they catch things. So,
And they've
that-
recently, sorry, Randolph.
that's part of the process why it takes a little delay after the video's ready. The preparation step, they're running it through a whole bunch of signatures and things. And
But they've added an extra step on top of that now. So they're checking even more. It's changed because I've just recently started uploading videos only in the past like 3-4 months. It's changed from like in the past like I don't know 3 weeks it says checking underneath. So it would always check you, but now it takes even more time to check your material, whatever it's running through.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those weird observations I've made because I noticed it one day and I'm like, my computer's already slow sometimes. I was like, it's going to take even more time.
Doorknob Head wrote, Neil is being watched. He's made it.
Yeah.
And I was on a stream with a certain English person who's the grumpy uncle of the internet, and twice the streams were shut down because he was blatantly doing copyright strikes. So
wow.
yeah, it happens. And like Neil said, like once you kind of catch that algorithm when they're watching you, they watch you.
Yeah.
Because when the person tried it again, they got shut down immediately.
Obviously, something like a silly meme or something might be fine, but I'm not taking any chances. Right?
Don't want to lose.
Never
the
know.
channel.
Yeah, exactly. So no more. I've had multiple strikes. Multiple claims, but no strikes. So yeah, we can't do that shit anymore. But it's we get into this stuff, and hey, I got something to show you, and I'd be like, oh yeah, bring it on, and yeah, it's biting me in the ass now. So.
Yikes.
So no more of that. So no, I don't want to. I promise I won't show any of my old, never mind, homemade videos. No, those would be okay because I made them, so they're mine. I'd have to copyright strike myself.
As long as you don't make a copyright claim on yourself, you'll be.
That's what I mean. I'd have to do that. Hey, quit using all my stuff. All right.
You just sit down at your desk and have a nice letterhead, and you write out this formal letter.
Stick it in the mail.
Stick it in the mail.
You know, it'd be hilarious
2 days.
if people en masse started doing a protest of claiming a video that they've made just for this purpose to overwhelm the YouTube checking department on this.
They can't block all of us.
The bots would not know what to do.
The bots would block. The bots would block all of us. As
Yeah, exactly.
Too much input. Too much input.
Annihilate.
No, it's exterminate.
Oh, it's exterminate. Oh yeah.
Exterminate.
I'm sorry, Randolph. We can't be friends anymore.
Well, I'm glad Randolph got it wrong before I did.
Yeah, well, I'll just get Buck Rogers.
Eliminate.
I'll just get Buck Rogers to beam you up, and we'll get things straightened out in the starship.
Yeah, Buck Rogers. That's the guy who invented the lightsaber. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the one.
Well,
Him and his friends went on a mission to destroy this ring, and there was a bunch of wizards from Hogwarts there.
They were supposed to be playing tennis with Starbuck and Apollo too. So
yeah.
Hey,
Sylvester
Aaron
Stallone
Gray.
was in that movie.
Aaron Gray.
The only reason to watch Buck Rogers back in the day.
Exactly.
When you're 12.
Beady.
Yeah. And in my head, every time someone says Buck Rogers, Daffy Duck pops up, and I can't make it stop doing that.
Duck Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Dodgers is awesome.
So every time I know that was a show, but it's just boink, Daffy Duck every time. In my weird cartoon brain.
I was watching the original Buster Crab version, and all the aliens are dressed like Vikings. It's hilarious. I love those old school black and white movies.
Marvin the Martian. That's one of my favorites.
Well, see, you made his ears burn.
I miss those
about that show.
I miss those cartoons. I used to watch
They're on
those. Remind
HBO.
me. Oh, okay, good.
Like all of them, dude.
Is
All
Animaniacs
of
back?
them.
What is
they have a new thing? They have a reboot on Netflix.
For Animaniacs?
Yep.
On Netflix?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. I hear it's good too.
To my phone. I've
I
been
almost
binge
started
watching.
singing some of the theme music, and then I was like, whoa, stop, Tobin, stop.
It's not that
I
strict.
love that one too, the Animaniacs.
Oh, heck yeah. I've been
watching. Neil, did you get my text?
What's that?
Did you get my text, Neil?
Ding ding, coins.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah. You know what? We've been going for 3.5 hours anyways, so.
Fair enough.
Oh, my counter says 4.5.
Does it? Oh,
yep.
Okay. Mine says
4:29:48.
Well, we're just talking about the after party time. That's all.
Guys, this is freaking me out. Clockwork Rex is talking to us from the future.
Yeah, I'm an hour ahead. I'm an hour ahead.
Now we'll call it. We'll call this one good because Mikey's got to work in the morning, and I feel his pain because I have to get up early during the week. But you know what? I'm a trooper, and I stay up late for you guys. And then everybody at work hates me the next day. But that's another story. But
Another story for a different time.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, Tobin, thanks for joining me today, bud. It was great to have you on the show. And if you go down below, there's a link to the original interview. If you missed it, it's pretty fun one. If you go down below, and then there's some links where you can find Tobin, like YouTube and Facebook and Patreon, if you like what he does. I definitely check out his channel for sure. He plays guitar and stuff, and it's awesome. So yeah. Mikey, do you want to have everyone kind of tell people where they can find them and stuff like that, and then get the hell out of here?
Begin.
Hi, I'm Godless Sewing from the Godless Sewing. Come on down to the Godless Sewing channel every Thursday. Jen from Jen's Little Corner, Kitty the Atheist, the Empress of Hell, and myself. We pick a topic, judge people, and have fun. And if we don't do that, we have the Sewing Circle with the same crew. Every Wednesday, Purple Rhymes with Orange has Midday America. Every Thursday at midnight, he has Midnight in America. I'm usually there.
Mid-America.
B streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm usually there. And one day I will get a life, I promise. And also, I'm so glad I remembered. Sam Chaos, Maddie, and myself have a podcast called Pub Religion on Sam Chaos's channel every Wednesday, 3:00 West Coast time. But go check it out. You know, be there at B Square. I'm all over the internet.
Yeah, you want
I love how you did Genesis Undead's introduction. You did really well. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, Will, there's a little bit of you right over here too. Your turn, Grant. That's why you're in the big picture.
I'm Grant Farmer.
I've
been doing some Twitter recently for like maybe a week or a little bit more than that now. Stone Monkey Lab 1. I think I'm doing it right. Otherwise, I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. Hopefully, I get it started before True North Talk, but I have plenty of time, I think.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time. Yeah.
But besides that, I just lurk.
Just lurk. He's a lurker. All right. Well, thanks, Grant.
Oh wait, am I up?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
Fuck. No, I just come in.
for
I just come in and hang out and talk shit, and yeah. Ever since Hangouts went down, fuck it, I don't stream. I don't want to learn all this new bullshit.
It's not so bad.
It's not so hard. It's lots of fun.
Well,
all right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And I like hanging out, and nice to meet all of you. And Tobin, glad you came out. Oh, and I'll be on with Neil on the 18th of May. So
that's right.
Awesome.
All right, next up. All the way from down under.
Just a dude hangs out. Hypnotism is real. And as Jordan Peterson says, if you don't like the way the world is, just leave it.
Oh yeah. Where are we supposed to go?
Wow, on a fistful.
I'm on the first spaceship.
If you watch that interview, he literally means kill yourself.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be
more
fair,
fanatical than I realized. Huh.
Oh, he swallows a fistful of opiates, though. Oh.
I do have a channel. It's Watchtower Watcher. If you put your filter onto channels, you will find me. Yeah, a little bit there. I'm still very slow at getting content out. So
I just subscribed to that channel. That's cool.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Man.
hooroo.
So next up.
Pops in Metallica
Hi.
Wave.
Hello. So, thank you for having me on. I appreciate the audience and everybody here, and it's great to see you here, Tobin. We've connected elsewhere as well. I'm very happy about that. I have been working on the True North Talk studio. I've started the framing of the south wall, the east wall now, and so that's the last wall that needs to be framed and built before we can move on to flooring and roof. So the progress is coming along at a pretty good pace with all this nice weather we're having. If you want to find out more about True North Talk, which will be an atheism call-in program that Neil and I will be hosting, go to www.truenorthtalk.ca. And thanks to Mikey for giving me that tip to say those domain names slower. Yeah, I've been remembering that. Thank you, Mikey. I do appreciate it.
You sound like an auctioneer when you were doing it.
I was trying to be brief. So trying to keep it short. So the Canadian Atheists is a nationwide atheism organization here in Canada. One of the things that we're trying to do is see to normalization of atheism in Canadian society, and we hope that's going to spread throughout the world. You can find out more about Canadian Atheists at www.canadianatheists.ca. Neil is our community advocate, and he does a tremendous job for us. Thank you, Neil. And if you want to find out more about the Normalize Atheism campaign, there is a specific website for that at www.normalizeatheism.ca. So thank you very much for having me on. And if people want to see some of my content, you can find me on YouTube under youtube.com/Randolf Richardson. Remember, that's Randolph spelled Randolf. I appreciate having a chance to be part of this, Neil, as always.
No problem, brother. And yes, Clockwork. Canada is a nation.
Cheers to all.
Oh, did we get Tobin?
Yeah, we started with him.
Okay, I didn't know if I skipped him or not because I shuffled the things on the side. I was like, shit. I forgot Tobin.
Oh, well. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess it's your turn there, producer.
Yep. Nat One Heroes, after a small hiatus, will be back very, very soon. Hopefully within the week, hopefully. Which is why I need to go to bed because I got to do a lot of stuff tomorrow after work. You can catch me on Nat One Heroes. If you want to watch me and some of your favorites play Dungeons & Dragons, this is my first campaign. It's very scary. I'm paranoid of everything. And then the Bin podcast, you can catch me every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central and watch the greatest show on probably Mars. I think we're beating all the shows in Mars when it comes to weekly politics on Earth. I think we really dialed in that demographic and we're owning it. No one's topping us on Mars. And then Dig on America, that's Wednesday nights at 10:30. And yeah, I think that's all the shows I do. That's the 6 nights a week that I'm on the internet. Yeah. I'm out of here.
Occasional nonprofits.
Oh, yeah. Nonprofits on Wednesdays or Sundays from time to time.
Yeah, which I'll mention right now. I'm not sure if Miss Jenna is still in the chat, but she's also one of the wonderful hosts of the new revamped and relaunched nonprofit show, product of the ACA, which airs Sunday between 3 p.m. between Talk Heathen and the Atheist Experience. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch those ones. I'll be on tomorrow's episode, so I should be in the chat for that one at some point to pop in. But I'll probably be with my mom too, so I'll jump in and just say hey and show mom.
Do you ever? Does it feel weird watching back the episode?
No, not really.
It's so weird to me.
Is it? Well, because you lived it.
Yeah, and I still I try to guess what I'm gonna say, and I'm wrong. I'm like, what the fuck? I try to finish my sentence, and I'm wrong.
That's interesting. It shows how well we know ourselves, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just shows that I can't remember shit from fucking 3 days ago.
It's the gummies. But anyway. Yeah, so thanks to my wonderful patrons. You guys are why I'm able to keep doing this stuff. So thank you guys for all your support. You're amazing. Yeah, and I think the last Saturday of every month, except we did it today. We did Atheist Drinking Out Loud because we didn't do it at the end of the last month. So this is kind of like a makeup show. And then we're doing one again on May 1st and then again at the end of May. So we'll have the end of the month thing happening. But yeah, because the last day of April was actually the Friday. So we and Andy couldn't do it the weekend before that because he's going to see some family stuff. So that's how that all worked out. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I.
Joe.
But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out with us. Hope you guys had a good time. And like I always say, at the end of the after parties, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time.
Copyright strikes ain't right, I tell you what.